What's up, Quixie? What's up, Paul? What's up, BMB? Get on MLB The Show, College Football Buns. I'll be back on MLB The Show when they drop All-Star content. But right now, the game's dry as fuck, bro. Ooh, fluffy guy. What's up, Sean? Miss Chirp Chirp? How can you miss Chirp Chirp? We have the minors now. Yeah, Quixie, of course. You didn't see any of my videos or anything on it? Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're going to be eating heavy this week. Unfortunately, I head on vacation on Friday. So, favorite rivalry trophy in the game? I mean, Paul Bunyan's axe is pretty good, not going to lie. Doing a Toledo Dynasty and this shit low-key hard? Dude, I feel it. I mean, we've had a really, really good year one at UTEP. But I'm terrified of the transfer portal, bro. Absolutely terrified of the transfer portal. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is, Hall. That's how it goes. You have all the vouchers? I do have all the vouchers. Who are you investing in? I don't have any investments. I have like 800,000 stubs right now, which feels pretty good. So, all right, chat. 9-1, last game of the regular season before conference championship potential. New Mexico State on tap. Battle of I-10. I think we actually got a rivalry trophy potentially for this one. They're a little bit better than us on paper. I don't know if they're actually better than us when it's time to play. I think we're going to rock our all blues for this rivalry game. We are at home. Let's hope for the best, bro. Let's hope for the best. What's up, Anthony? Hope for the best. Let's get a dub here. But we are gonna finish up year one tonight, so not guaranteed. There's sometimes 11, Aiden, or maybe this isn't the last game of the season. Maybe I have an away game last week. It's possible you're right, Aiden. It's possible you're right. It's possible this might not be actually the last game of the season. I thought it was. What's up, Wango? All right, chat. Big rivalry game win though. I threw some points into tactician when I was off stream, so we should have a little bit better play out of our offensive line and defensive lines. But we'll see how that actually ends up playing out. We will start with the ball first off here, and we're gonna try out that offensive line right off the get-go, off the rip. My hands be feeling greasy for some reason. I mean, there's really no opening there, but that's not my offensive line's fault. That's mostly just the defense lined up based against the play we were doing. That's fine. See if we can get a nice little halfback screen to start. That's better. That's better. When was your last Taco Bell stacker? It's been a long time, bro. I can't even tell you the last time I had Taco Bell, if I'm being honest. Yes, we are on Heisman difficulty, Fluffy. What's up, Cunha? What settings do you use? Set or Heisman. Like Heisman with no sliders or anything. That's a good run, though. Offensive line showing up a little bit there. 2 rushes for 18 yards RA for Hassan. Game clock. I've been using 9-minute quarters right now. I don't know if that's going to go up when I start playing the full games or not. We'll see. Your ass appreciates no Taco Bell? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Although Taco Bell does sound pretty good. Not gonna fucking lie. Can't lie. Alright, nice little sweep here. I mean, there was just nowhere to go on that in the slightest. Alright, we're gonna keep it on the ground here. I think we probably will try to go quarterback blast. Just convert on the first down. It's about putting some points on the board early here. Don't actually love this matchup against quarterback blast, if I'm being honest. Appreciate that, Tanner. Dude, I love this hat so much. I love my Pirate affiliates, man. I really do. Prediction for home run derby winner? God, I want O'Neal Cruz to win it more than I want Air, bro. Who knew win the derby would do numbers for the show? I mean, unless he gets an all-star collection card. You do not. No, you can unlock the vouchers after the fact. Otherwise, people who got the game late wouldn't be able to unlock the all-star cards. So. All right. See if we can get a nice little block here. We'll just dump it underneath, get the easy connection, get 5 yards. I'm going to be honest, based on how poorly my offensive line pass blocks, I look to get the ball out of my hand so quick, bro. I don't look downfield at all for routes. Ooh, that's a good one, Josh. Think Cal's going to win? I mean, I'm here for that. Look, Cal Raleigh. Dude, I actually think Cal Raleigh could be the All-Star collection. And that card could be crazy. The only issue with that is it seems pretty clear he's going to get a finest at the end of the year. And I don't know if maybe that will prevent it. Like, I would guess that they give the All-Star collection to someone they think is going to fall off. So maybe someone like PCA makes sense because he's kind of outperforming expectations. That's sick, Josh. Mike Trout flashback All-Star card. I don't think we're going to get really any flashbacks if I was a betting man. I get a dig out here. All right, give me time. In, out. Did I get the first? No, 3rd and inches. That's fine. That's true, Aiden. Are you ranked? No, we are receiving votes, though. I did check that because I was curious how we weren't ranked either, but I think we're ranked 27th right now. In what world am I not going to hand this ball off? You are out of your minds if you think I'm going to not run the football here. Although I don't love... Give me inside zone. I agree, Zach. I need O'Neal Cruz really bad. Closing pitcher road to the show is actually so much fun. Yeah, closing pitcher road to the shows are a blast. All right, we get the first there. Appreciate that, Mega. Retro home run derby cards going to make their way back? I doubt it. I doubt it. You thinking Lindor or Alonso for the Mets? A Lindor would feed families, bro. I think you do need to take a look at what cards the team already has for captains, though. Because obviously this new the All-Star cards are likely going to be captain cards, so you're due from cracked out Mike Trout card. You're not wrong. Why UTEP? Unbelievable stadium, good jerseys, former 5-star quarterback as your quarterback. He did, Anthony, although that card's outclassed at this point, so. Nice RPO there. Honestly, this Penn State playbook requires you to have a really, really good tight end, and I just don't right now. So I think maybe I should look a little bit heavier into tight end for recruiting purposes. Holy shit, bro. Was that just a slot blitz they just killed me on? Acids at EP Resonant, respect it. Malachi Nelson is, yeah, Aiden. I can't wait for the All-Star content, man. It's unfortunate I'm going to be gone all next week. So I'm not going to be able to stream it or anything. It's going to be incredible, dude. I think the All-Star content really looks like it's headed in a very good direction. Probably not J-Ram, because who else would get the finest for the guards? I mean, we have had situations where someone gets an All-Star card and also gets finest. So, is that just a slot blitz? Chat, am I dumb here? Or should that defensive end have been picked up? Did I ID the Mike off the line? Like, did I set him as my halfback? I guess that's possible. But I have 5 offensive linemen here. Why the fuck would they not pick up the 5 down rushers? Maybe it was just because it was play action? I honestly have no idea how that was an instant sack, if I'm being honest. What's your opinion on CFB 26? It's like CFB 25, but they kind of took everything and made it better. Will Smith is my guess, Rowan. I think Will Smith makes a lot of sense. He doesn't have a good card yet. Yes, Ace. I still think, even with the All-Star guards coming out, that Willie Castro is going to be the best or one of the best shortstops still in the game. He's just so filthy, dude. Ooh, that should have been a pick 6. All right, we'll take the punt here. Berkeley, so you know how to do a Berkeley Dynasty? Respect it. She's smart as shit, huh? Does that make you feel inferior? No offense. Yes, Dom, but it's completely based on deal breakers. So if you, like, say your player has a championship contender deal breaker, if you fall below their deal breaker threshold, they'll decommit from you. Why is J-Ram sitting out the All-Star game? I mean, if I was a player, I would think about sitting out the All-Star game too. Honestly. Like, especially if you've been dealing with injuries. Cal, that's kind of going to be how it always is, to be honest. Hit a 4.3 and I had 2.9. Yeah, dude. As soon as you told me she went to Berkeley, I knew how that went, my guy. I respect it, though. Way to pull above your weight. All-Star content looks good so far. Yeah, it's going to be dependent on a lot of the cards we get, but honestly, I'm high-key excited. Holy fuck, bro. Can I get anyone here to help me? Why in God's green earth would that be the person that... No, stop. Hello? Yeah, that should be who we pick up. Now the blocking is set correctly. Okay. Okay, now we're locked in. We're locked and loaded here. I just don't understand why the blocking was set up like that. Hope to God Judge isn't the collection. You and everyone, bro. I understand Judge is a big name, but his cards are always so hot ass. Why is that the blocking setup? Why do we have an edge rusher unblocked off the edge? He got picked up. Oh, God, I threw the wrong... I didn't realize what route that was. I thought it was an in route. That's brutal. 2A Otani? Yeah, 2A Otani would be cool. Damn, that's brutal. Why are you an OC? Because I love starting as an OC and working my way up to higher ranks, bro. Makes the Dynasty feel realistic. That's how I always run my first Dynasties. I generally don't do it the same way off stream all the time, but... Dude, this is kind of a struggle right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. How are you liking the game? I am. What about Devin Williams? What about Devin Williams?
Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Ball.
With the catch, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
High school getting drafted and getting in the game? I'm sure, Wanga. I'm sure, dude. How do you handle recruiting as an OC? You recruit for the whole team. Because there's no way not to recruit for the whole team. If you let the CPU, you either let the CPU handle recruiting or you don't. So, will he go up in price? I don't know. We'll see. The Altoona curve, DJ. Most people play offense anyways. I mean, even when I'm not playing Dynasty like on stream, I generally do play offense only, even as a head coach. The offense is just more fun than playing defense in this game, or I'll play the moments. But yeah, defense can be pretty tough. Ethan Holiday could slap, yeah, if he goes #1 overall, which I don't think he's going to, but if he did. Although I don't know if any of the draft cards will be 99s. I wonder if, I mean, we are starting to get 99s, so I could see the All-Star Game MVP and the Home Run Derby cards being 99s, but we don't really know that's a for sure thing. Dude, that's a crazy play. I feel like, I think that RPOs are open, and they never are. Anderson will go #1. Anderson would be cool. Efficient way to get these vouchers? I do, Anthony. If you look through my prior videos on Team Affinity Grind, you'll see how to do it. Realistically, the most efficient way to do it is by doing the Parallel 1 with the Color Storm. If you unlock a Color Storm card and then get it to Parallel 1, you get 150,000 EXP. Or not PXP, but like Team Affinity XP. So you definitely should do that. I know, Crexy. That was the worst year of All-Star Game cards, too. Wisconsin would be a cool rebuild. Good kick. Who do you like for our Pirates in the draft? Hopefully a college hitter. Like, I would like a college hitter. CFB is a lot of fun, man. CFB is a lot of fun. Basically, what I've been saying is if you liked CFB 25, you're going to enjoy this game. Wasn't even their fault the cards are bad. Yeah, and I've had so many people comment and be like, oh, we're getting another Paul Skeens card. And I'm like, well, yeah, but like the Pirates have no other all-stars. So like, what do you kind of expect them to do in that situation? They kind of have to give it to Paul Skeens. By the way, that's a dot at a baby Malachi. Love to see it. Press coverage. Ethan might go second. If Ethan goes second, I would guess he'd be a 98 or 99. I bet you pick 1 and pick 2 or 99s. 98s will be the next couple picks, and then 97s, 96s will be the rest of the draft. I know, John. I can't wait until we get the Grizz back in the game, honestly, man.
UTEP has the ball and the minor offense ready to go to work.
I agree, Joey. That's exactly how I'm going to do it, too. It actually low-key kind of made me sad last year when I had to, like, basically drop the show for CFB. I mean, ultimately, the hype for CFB was crazy, but I still love MLB The Show, dude. What are the best all-star vouchers to get? We don't know. Because technically, we don't know any of... We only know, like, 8 of the players. 8 or 9 of the players that we're going to get. Like, Ellie, obviously, Ellie De La Cruz is going to be a pretty solid option, but... I don't know about that. Northern Medic. Mark Mariano's the GOAT back in the day. You're not wrong. I think that most of the live series cards, like Judge and Otani, will go up with the roster update. Like, no, I agree with that, Blake. Obviously, the hype this year was never going to be able to live up to the hype last year for CFB, although the game still is a lot of fun. You get in College Football 26. That's what I'm playing, Pacheco. If you're talking about how my stream says 25, it's just because TikTok doesn't have a 26 ability yet, or a 26 like streaming category. Hal Stowers is going to be interesting because if they make him a platoon bat, although his swing is cracked. Will you stream the Altar content? No, mostly because I'm not going to be here. I'm going on vacation on Friday for 10 days. So, unfortunately, I will not be here. Malachi, do it to him! Some stick work for the boys. Where are you going? To Southern California for 10 days. We have a condo on the beach. Gonna spend 2 or 3 days in Disneyland. Go to Universal Studios. Go to San Diego Zoo. Enjoy a lot of beach time. Septi, I was using a team builder team on Dynasty last night, and to be completely honest with you, I didn't pay attention. We better get some shirtless nutsy TikToks. I don't know about that, my guy. I'm not built like that. Do not go to Santa Monica Beach, super dirty water? Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, if I'm going to Santa Monica, I'm not good going into the water. I'm just going for the pier, right? How many 99s do you think we should expect to see All-Star Weekend? I would say 5 or 6. I would guess the top 2 picks will be 99s. The All-Star Game MVP will be a 99. The Home Run Derby champion will be a 99. And then there will be like 1 or 2 99s in the collection. This is when 99s are going to start hitting in MLB The Show. What's up, Brandon? What's your favorite MLB stadium? PNC Park. But honestly, T-Mobile is incredible in Seattle. Hardcore proximity home to the team slots for each team in the game. Septi, I will say that last night I was using a team based in Montana, and I was getting pipelines for Oregon and Washington, which does make me think that like maybe Montana is what they're considering. Dodger fan here? Listen, I don't have issues with the Dodgers. I will tell you, I think Dodger Stadium's overrated as fuck, though. So why UTEP? Awesome uniforms, awesome stadium, and you have a former 5-star recruit as your starting quarterback. So, All-Star Buxton gonna be fire? Facts. If I want to get back to playing MLB The Show this year, what program should I be grinding? The newest ones. Like, those are gonna give you the highest cards, so that's what I would focus on. The minors, exactly. We love a good minor here. Picks and shit. Picks up. Running back is quick, too. Their team is actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Ooh. I need to stop running those sweeps anytime there's someone on the slot on the line of scrimmage. I need to remember to audible out of that. What makes it overrated in your opinion? Just wondering. It was really old and run down when I went. To be fair, I've heard that they've done some renovations since I was there. I was there right after the All-Star game in 2022. Or 2020. No, that's right, 2022. It's a bitch and a half to get to and get away from, bro. Northwest Montana, John. Malachi Nelson, Pena.
he wanted to be.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop.
Pause.
4
What'd I
yards
say?
short of the first
We do
down.
like minors, chat.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second
They built the
time.
West.
And this one will be a 40-yard try.
Ooh, I might have missed that. Tough.
And that is no
Getting an Uber off the hill up there is crazy, dude. It's nuts. Pats or Grizz? Grizz all day, bro. I went to the University of Montana both for law school and my undergrad. Grizz until I die. I still have season tickets.
UTEP has the
Originally from Whitefish. Nice. I grew up in Polson, John. So we're neighbors.
Missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Got it into the red zone.
My family's all from the Flathead Valley.
15-yard line.
My dad was born and raised in Columbia Falls. My mom went to high school in Columbia Falls. Getting out takes a half-hour minimum. Oh, it's easy. From LA and family hates the traffic. Dude, it's just so hard to get to and from. If Dodger Stadium was literally anywhere else in the city, I wouldn't hate it nearly as much. Right, Pina? Now he's at UTEP, and he's cruising right now. Listen, he's hard carrying us right now in this UTEP Dynasty, so.
For a first down.
1st and 10 coming up.
I'm using Penn State's playbook. I keep saying I don't like it, and then every time I look up, I have 35 points in the game. So,
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
yeah, Crexy, I heard someone say that they went into a stream and he flashed a picture of me immediately. Never fails, bro. Nope, that's not who I want to identify as the mic. Please let me fix that. Please. Please. Please ID the mic. Game, please. Please. Oh my god. This game's out here trying to get me killed.
To throw, it's Nelson.
Roll out.
He's moving out of the pocket.
Attack. Listen, I got stood up at the goal line, but I went for it.
Turning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Boy, they love to move
No MLB The Show today? No MLB The Show today.
first and goal. Motion from the
Not until the All-Star Game content comes out, but even then, I'm not going to be here for it. So, but next time I stream will be an MLB The Show stream, unless I stream tomorrow, and then it'll be CFB. But when I get back from vacation, we're going to be playing MLB The Show heavy. What type of law you practice? Civil litigation, mostly estate and probate litigation, some business transaction litigation. Yeah, MLB The Show is just kind of dry because we're waiting for the next content drop. I will say, as excited as I am about the All-Star content, which I am very excited about the All-Star content, I don't know if you guys noticed on the calendar they put into the blog post today that it's the All-Star content's the last content we're getting until inning 6. Which is kind of crazy. That's 2 full weeks without any sort of content drop.
time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, Trevor, it's elite.
Miners come to the line.
Nice, Pete.
3rd and short.
Law school's brutal, man. All you can do is support them. I'm on Heisman, Matthew.
They'll try to run.
I just needed to hit the turbo button. I'm trying really hard to, like, lay off the turbo button behind the line of scrimmage. I know a lot of people say it really helps the ability to run the football.
Right back to
But, like, here, I needed to hit the turbo to be able to get the corner.
past the first down marker and still running. Out of bounds at the very edge of the
Game is going to die after we grant All-Star content? Yeah, until inning 6 and until the Hall of Fame, we're not getting any other content. It is beautiful, Burnsy, especially if you start playing during the day and then it, like, turns to night. I'm excited for that 5-star running back we have coming in, chat. If you guys are just tuning in for the first time on this dynasty, we got a 5-star recruit in year 1 at UTEP. It was a perfect storm. He was in our pipeline. He had a really good visit. He wasn't getting recruited super heavily. But it's a 5-star running back, and he's going to run our offense next year. I want to be a run-first offense, period. I want to pound the rock.
deep in the red zone.
He's going to get some carries next year,
I
chat.
think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got
Nice,
a
Trevor.
lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling.
Yeah, dude, I really like starting as an OC, especially on like these long-term dynasties.
Him off right now. It's a really nice run.
That completion will take it close.
I mean, I would love a 38-0 win in a rivalry game, if I'm being honest with you guys. Coach suggestion got to chill with RPOs this year? Agreed. And it depends on the playbook. Like, I didn't get any RPO suggestions, really, when I was using Kansas State's or spread option. But Penn State is literally 95% RPOs, coach suggestions.
For this offense today,
NCAA or the show? I like them both. They're both going to stay in my rotation. So,
one more carry, and this guy could
it's 4th and goal from the 2. I'm going to take this down to the 2-minute warning, and then I'm going for this. I'm going to go with Malachi, just a nice little quarterback blast. I haven't, Aiden, because I'm playing in Texas.
Handing it off and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets
What team
forward,
should you do
looks
for
at the
Dynasty?
offense.
Anytime anyone asks me that, I always say Troy. But UL Monroe, bro, UL Monroe is kind of a sick Dynasty team. Yeah, Aurora, I bought the MVP edition or whatever that gives you both Madden and NCAA 26. Chat, this is a huge blowout in a rivalry game, and I'm back on offense in the red zone. Why is it telling me to kick a field goal? It's 1st and 10. Game, are you good? Dude, I kind of want to go jet quarterback counter here. UCLA solid for sure. No XO realistic. I've played snow games in this game. I just haven't in this Dynasty. Although there's a chance we'll get some more next year because next year UTEP moves into the Mountain West. So next year, I haven't told you guys this. Next year we're gonna do the realistic realignment. We're gonna bring back the Pac-12, and UTEP specifically is going to the Mountain West. I kind of want to score a touchdown here. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a nasty fucking. This is a nasty. This empty lion formation is gross.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went
A lot different than the game's RPOs. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate run pass options. I wish there was more like actual options, right? Like triple options, power reads, that kind of stuff. That's why I was trying to use Kansas State's playbook. And also the spread option, the generic spread option playbook is disgusting in this game. If you guys haven't checked it out, you really should. It's nasty. Trying to score instead of kneeling the ball. What cheese, not legit Dynasty. Play until the whistle, brother. It's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game, and I have recruits in attendance. And on top of that, I literally was running the football. It's not like I was out here trying to throw. That's not real football? Good thing it's a video game, huh? Defense playbooks, I use a 4-2-5. I like it a lot. I know a lot of people still use the 3-3-5. I've never been a big fan of it. You have to kneel or it's not legit. Play until the whistle, brother. Been watching since the show 21. I appreciate, though. Got to get those school grades up. Facts. Yes, hi, but you're going to have to grind a little bit harder. Glizzy, thank you for that Prime Gaming. Appreciate you, my guy. I mean, we'll take that, chat. Nice little rivalry trophy one. Love to see it. I think that's the first trophy I have in my trophy room. Right? Hey, look at that, chat. The Silver Spade. First trophy room trophy. You also use manual progression? I don't use manual progression, and I'm not playing the moments. I'm only playing offense because I'm an offensive coordinator. If you had been watching me before, you would know that. But you aren't. You're just going to come in and talk shit. Talk shit, not know shit. My quarterback tore his Achilles week 3? Oof. It should be high. It should be. My guy's gatekeeping Dynasty. Appreciate that, Sean. You've been at UTEP? I mean, yeah, you have. You feel like Heisman is easier than last year? Defensively, it's probably easier than last year. But press Y triangle on it. You can go get one-handed catch. I saw that, Aiden. Gonna be so satisfying when you lose to end your stream? Well, I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. Hit the road, Jack. Enjoy the Shadow Realm. I agree with that, Trevor. Have I tapped in with the Club World Cup? I have not. I have not. I guess I did have one more game. 4-7 Delaware to end the season here, chat. Dude, how have I not gotten more recruits here? The strong safety is going to end up going to Arkansas. I just don't think there's anything I can do about that. Honestly, I should probably pull out. Oz. I got to pull out because this guy's obviously not going to be a minor. And I got to pull out if they're not minors, bro. I mean, listen, if they're not a minor, I got to pull out. I can't just dump points into someone who's not a minor. Oh, that dude who was just trying to rage bait me in TikTok is just going to keep coming to different Twitch accounts now. Sick. I do think I'm going to end up winning the recruiting battle for Mafu Lepke, the tight end, though, so that's nice. We take those. With a straight face is wild? Listen, bro. I've heard that, Zane. I've heard that. Do you recruit offense and defense as an OC? Yes, you have to. Ruins the mode entirely. Shane, that's tough, Dalton. I do want them to add back edge rushers, bro. Give me the ability to do edge rusher road to glories, please. All right, this corner, it's neck and neck between us and NC State here. What's this? Playing time is the deal breaker. I don't know shit about him, though, so we have to go one more week of 35. We're into the top 5 here. Conference prestige is the only thing we know. I mean, is there any chance... Is there any chance at all we know what he's into? C minus, C minus, C minus is definitely not going to get it done if that's what the ideal pitch. C minus, C minus, B might? 4, 4, 8? Nope, still not good enough. We did get locked out on one of the corners we added to the board, which is unfortunate, and one of the DTs we added to the board. I did some recruiting while I was off stream. Just added some people to the board that I thought were interesting. It's feeling good, Dylan. What do you mean, Eli? I honestly am having no issues with the game, man. I'm really enjoying myself. Hopefully we can lock this recruitment out against TCU, by the way. All right, I wouldn't hate throwing some more points onto this kid. I just really don't think we're going to be able to get in on that recruitment for the strong safety. I mean, I feel like dumping 50 points in him is really just futile based on what I'm seeing. Maybe he holds out to the offseason. We can get him a week 1 visit in the offseason and maybe get him. That's like the lone chance, but I think he probably commits in the next 2 weeks. It does, Chris. See, Superman, thank you for that follow. Do you know what the best total point score is for a hard sell? You need to have to 19 points. 19 points is the sweet spot on hard selling versus soft selling. I mean, I guess I could go after a different free safety, although I don't love box specialist necessarily. What's up, True? We'll throw a 5 on him, though, see if we can get in before he hits his top 8. Oh, God, I would need to dump way more points in to try to beat the buzzer on that. He's going to be top 8 next week. When do you soft sell versus hard sell? It's 100% a point decision, Dylan. What's up, Nevin? Yeah, Kagaluzzi, I don't know, man. There's a subsection of people who play sports video games that are just miserable all the time. Rules: you can't hard sell if the sell's not good enough. That's the issue. So there's a point when you're hard selling where it's more worth it for you to keep on the send the house versus the hard sell. And because my school grades are so low at UTEP, I'm at that point with a lot of players. So it's not always beneficial to hard sell. There's a certain threshold where send the house is actually more beneficial than a hard sell is. All right, playing on the road to end the season against Delaware. This would be a really shitty game to lose, not gonna lie. What's up, Landon? Penn State, Cardo, is what I've been using.
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration.
Game's been good, man. Game's been good. Oh, and we're playing in the rain? Brother. Delaware's stadium really does look like an FCS stadium, bro. Oh, my God. I know they're a former FCS team, but it's funny. Don't like box specialists? Nah. Especially for a minor, bro. Box specialist for a minor. Turn that hat bill a little bit. Nah, we're good. You use control freaks to play CFB 26? I do not know. You can, but you know if Oregon's offensive playbook still have the auto motions? They should. They should, because the playbook should be the same as last year's. He is, Dylan. Yeah. Former 5-star. He's been really good for me this year. Damn, we go down 7-0 to start this game against Delaware, too. This would be a heartbreaking loss at the end of the season, bro. If we win this game, there's a decent chance we end up rated. Tommy Bahama Jr., thank you for that follow. Better than last year? I mean, if you liked CFB 25, you're really going to enjoy CFB 26, because they kind of took everything that was good about last year's game and made it better. Dude, the Rice playbook is basically a triple option. It has, like, flex bone and shit out of pistol. It's crazy. Possible playoff push? I don't think so. Boise State seems to be pretty easily going to be the playoff from the group of 5. Oh, that's a bad read to start. Just get upfield there. Damn, that's crazy true. I'm kind of surprised that the Red Sox would be looking to buy. That's a Rattler, IDKY. I mean, that might be a good call, Hunter. Bro, they also copy and pasted the trophies from last year. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but the trophies haven't changed, right? Just go down there. I was terrified I was going to get my head taken off there. Not going to lie. I know who's on the cover of MLB The Show 26. I don't think that that's true, but lay it on me. Are you sponsored by who? Control Freaks? If you're talking about Control Freaks, yes.
Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on...
Okay.
He might have thought the defense was going to be in man.
Are you sponsored by EA? I am technically an EA creator. Yeah.
Just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window.
Oh, talking about the game trophies? Like you're talking about like platinuming a game? Do people really still pay attention to that? I know it's like really successful content on what's it called? On like YouTube. People love platinuming. All whites are clean. All whites are nice, dude. 3 teams in a row. What's up, Bo? Dude, Enter Sandman at Virginia Tech is solid. There's a real chance I'm going to do a Virginia Tech Dynasty at some point just for that. Look, no pick being an issue. I feel like I can't user pick anything. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to user pick things if you can't see the ball. So you need to... They said one of the things they wanted to focus on was making sure people batted the ball down. Yes, 2Js, but, I mean, it's early access for everyone, right? The game comes out fully tomorrow. Dude, that corner made an unbelievable play there. I had a step, and then I didn't. You like Bud Light Platinum? Dude, I used to drink Bud Light Platinum heavy. True, Just Ant. Boise State all whites? Yeah. Good ball. Good shit. I mean, I think it's cool to have a platinum every now and then. Fair enough. It's not really something that I ever pay attention to personally. Feel like I'm in the right spot, and if I'm not going downhill, I get mossed. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. Are you going to be live Friday? No, because I'm going to be on a plane. Oh, that I tried to change direction, and it did not let me. Tough. Do more co-op with viewers. Yeah, I'll do that more soon for sure. It's going to be tough, though, because finding it into my schedule now that I'm playing CFB is tough. Any advice for me? I just started your internship at a law firm. I'm going to school for economics, then law school. Nice. What are you going to be doing? Are you just going to be doing, like, secretarial work? I mean, the biggest thing I can do or say is, like, don't be afraid to ask questions and listen or take direction, bro. Take direction. No All-Star Game Nutsy? No All-Star Game Nutsy this year, unfortunately. I wish, but I'm going to be enjoying a beach. Actually, technically, when the All-Star Game happens, I think I'll be in Disneyland. So you guys might see me drop an update about the All-Star Game content from Disneyland, which is crazy. Yeah, I'm the cover athlete. Didn't you guys know? Filing paperwork? That's not bad. It'll give you important office experience, bro. You put Mickey ears on the vid? Hell yeah, you know I'll be rocking Mickey ears, bro. No offense, who the fuck wants to go to Atlanta? I mean, the Braves Stadium looks awesome. I'm not going to lie. I have no reason to go to Atlanta, but if I ever have a long layover in Atlanta, like international or something like that, I'll definitely try to hit up a Brave games.
Great place to start for this.
It's all about the experience. Damn straight, bro. NBA 2K cover this year so bland. Yeah, it's kind of ass, not gonna lie. Although it's kind of cool that Melo's on the cover. Melo was always secretly like one of my favorite players in the NBA. Did we just get a new All-Star reveal?
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turn.
Hold up. MLB The Show video. Actually, let's watch this. Let's watch this together, chat. MLB The Show just tweeted. Let's watch this together.
About all things All-Star and MLB The Show 25.
It's truly a takeover in Diamond Dynasty. Content coming Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday, Carson. But starting this Friday, July 11th, head to the show shop and redeem your free 2025
I wonder if they're going to show
All-Star
anything
pack.
new. This is kind of what I'm curious about. I want to see if we see like any
and bam, you have
cards.
your very first 2025 All-Star player.
That pack that you can get for free in the show shop will get you any Team Affinity All-Star in the game, so make sure you get that. But that's not it, Ashley. There's tons of other playable content.
Oh yeah, we have Diamond Quest, Mini Season, Showdown, Collection, Moonshot is taking over the event. You're going to find All-Stars everywhere.
All-Stars are going to be everywhere. That's not it. We're going to have our return of the prediction pack where you can make predictions for Home Run Derby, the All-Star game, and then if you get everything right, you'll get some great rewards. But don't worry, if you don't get it right, you'll still get some rewards, maybe just a little smaller than the winners.
Right, exactly. And to cap off Friday, we are returning double XP and double PXP.
Double XP
it's
and double
really gonna be
PXP
a
for All-Star
palooza.
Weekend is clutch.
It's going to be
Won't
awesome.
Be able to take part
Friday,
in it, but that's
everything
super nice
you're
going to
want
be
to see.
playing.
Go check it out, but that's not it. We're also kicking things off Sunday,
Yes.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Sunday, it'll be all about the MLB draft, Ashley.
It's all about the draft. You know, we started draft players in MLB The Show a couple of years ago. We had Skeens
I had someone in
the
my
night
comments
that he
tell me
was
that we should get
selected.
rid of
We had
draft
Travis
players. That shit's
Bazana
crazy,
the night
bro.
he was
Could you
selected,
imagine?
and no different this year. In fact, even better this year.
Yeah.
We're going to have the most amount of draft players we've ever had in any MLB The Show. And you're going to be able to get them into your lineups as quickly as you ever have before.
Then it's all eyes on Monday night, Home Run Derby, my favorite event of All-Star Weekend, Ashley. What can our fans expect?
Well, make sure you redeem your predictions pack from the show shop. That will expire right before the Home Run Derby. But don't worry, after the Home Run Derby, we'll have the winner and loser collections and even more content to play through, including all 8 of the participants.
Yeah, if you don't select James Wood, I will take it personally.
Got it.
He will win. On to Tuesday, the All-Star Game. We're going to have another program go out after the game, Ashley. Just more content.
More content. It keeps on rolling. And Wednesday, we'll have even more with a new first-time ever mid-ranked weekend classic to cap off the events.
That's crazy. I'm not going to be able to
So
play
much
in that
great
weekend
content.
classic.
All supporting All-Star and MLB Show 25. We're also going to be in Atlanta for All-Star, so make sure you visit everyone at the All-Star Village, get some free swag, get some in-game content. It's going to be great.
And reminder, this is only the tip of the iceberg for all
It
the
is kinda
content
crazy,
coming
quirky.
to MLB The Show 25. Make sure you check out the blog on theshow.com. But reminder, make sure you pick up your free 2025 All-Star voucher pack as well as your prediction pack. The prediction pack will expire.
That's all for now. We'll
I'm
see
sure
you
it's
soon.
going to be Kutch and Andrew Froggy. I can't imagine they do new rewards. All right, so that was not worth the time. But I wanted to, just in case they showed any like new cards or anything like that, I wanted to watch it with you guys. But it was basically just an explanation of what they had told us earlier today. Gonna come back for vacation when I go on vacation? That's so tough, Philly. 2K got rid of draft players? Really? Blue balled us? Yeah, you're not wrong. I thought we'd maybe get a couple of Team Affinity reveals or something.
Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Miners with a
Try the birria grilled cheese at Disneyland? Bro, I'm going to get the birria tacos at Cocina Cucamonga.
really good running gets it into the
I wouldn't say much better, Mike, but if you enjoyed CFB 25, they basically took everything that made that game fun and made it better. So, like, it's not like a huge revolutionary step by any means, but the game feels like 25, but just more polished and more fun. Like, that's pretty much how I feel about it. Hater and Hunter Brown are getting new cards.
Decision that time by the quarterback.
I don't know if both of them will. Who do I think will be traded at the Pirates at the deadline? I think everyone not named Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz, and Paul Skeens should get traded. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. No, that's sick though, Aiden. Need the switch pitcher? What the fuck is his name? I can't pronounce it. It's super European. Ah! Oh, I got a pass interference. Get bailed. Apparently McCutcheon's untouchable either way. Well, yeah, McCutcheon was an easy, like, I don't want Kutch to get traded either. He should spend the rest of his career in Pittsburgh. Jude Angelos, Sinjinji, yeah, whatever his name is. Key, yeah, I think he's gonna, hopefully Key gets traded, honestly. It makes me sad because I was a Key Brian Hayes truther for so long, but it's pretty obvious that it's time for him to move on. You think the Brewers are gonna get Adolis, Garcia, or? Yeah, I think Kutch is Hall of Very good. I think he's just going to be on the outside looking in when it comes to Hall of Fame. Oof, Patrick, that's how they get you, brother. That's how they get you. That's a big touchdown there, chat. Kind of got bailed out on a questionable pass interference penalty. But sometimes you take those. Am I going to get blitzed off the side here? It would not surprise me at all if I did. Oh, they blitzed the person that I didn't expect to blitz. No! I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect that safety to come down in the box. I did, Dom. That's old news, bro. That's old news. Damn, that was a really dumb decision. Actually, before I do this, I can't look at the instant replay. I literally, as soon as I let that go, I was like, oh, I'm cooked. You play cut? Nah. I'm not an Ultimate Team guy. MLB The Show is really the only card collecting mode that I play. Why would you leave the edge rusher unblocked? In what world does that make sense, bro? NHL is the worst Ultimate Team mode? Yeah, but NHL might have the best co-op mode. So, like, it kind of evens out, right?
Gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming.
Dude, how the fuck did that guy come so unblocked? Was that just an instant shed? Motivator, Aiden. There's no way I should have gotten hit that quick. Nah, it wasn't an instant shed. They just brought too many people. Although when I looked at the blocking, it showed my running back picking up the left middle linebacker. So, to be completely honest with you, I'm not really sure why that guy came free. Okay, I mean, we'll take it. Are there a lot of differences from 25? Nah, not a lot of differences. I will say the differences that they have made did make the game a lot better. A lot of quality of life stuff that makes the game better. But not a lot of differences, no. I mean, into double coverage, no eyes, no pick, chat. Love to see it. What center fielder do you think the Phillies trade for? I don't know if they do. I don't know what center, like maybe Lubob. Although Lubob's having a really down year. Maybe he turns it back on if he gets to Philly. Have you tried the 96 McCutcheon? He's my starting right fielder, dude. His swing is cracked. I absolutely love Andrew McCutcheon cards. Adaptive AI matter? It matters a little bit, for sure. Can I switch this to quarterback last? Thank you. What's up, Jacob? Dude, like I keep saying this, I feel so uncomfortable with the Penn State playbook, and then I just keep scoring in it. It's crazy. Said he would be cool. Soto or him at DH? Soto. Or you could platoon him. What's up with Ryan Reynolds? No trade list? He doesn't want to go to places with high taxes. I respect it. Day's going well, Jake. Yeah, Brian Reynolds doesn't want to go somewhere where half of his paycheck's going to get taken. Andrew, thank you for that follow.
Timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Which is kind of crazy because if I remember right, Brian Reynolds from California. Get him in Atlanta, low key. I mean, he would make sense in Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of would rather us block that edge rusher, if I'm being honest. We're open, though. Love it. Good shit. Buxton, the Phillies? I don't think the Twins trade Buxton. I would be, like, absolutely shocked if the Twins traded Buxton. I think Jesus Sanchez and Astro would be a good fit. I could see that. UTEP getting some love? Dude, I love this UTEP Dynasty. I'm having an absolute blast. This is a good RPO, by the way. Braves are a dumpster fire right now. Yeah, they are. You're not wrong. Hope tomorrow works out. You and me both, bro. I just feel like my selecting of the mic doesn't do shit in this game. That's my biggest issue. Is like, I feel like I select the mic and my offensive line's just like, I'm still not going to block for you, brother. Brian Reynolds with the Rays? I could see that. Although, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I would be shocked if Brian Reynolds gets traded. Like, absolutely shocked if Brian Reynolds gets traded. I think he's someone that the Pirates believe they need to build around, especially when they don't have any good bats right now. Who's at quarterback? Malachi Nelson. P. Whoa, I'm really sad that middle linebacker came unblocked there. Okay. Trading Reynolds as Mitch. Well, Mitch makes sense because we have a lot of really, really good pitching prospects in the minors who are just about ready, and Mitch would get a huge, huge return. Trading hitters right now, that shit doesn't make sense for the Pirates at all. Throwing that into triple coverage was certainly a choice. Jared Jones will be back. Malachi Nelson, former five-star prospect. He signed with Lincoln Riley in USC coming out of high school. He was the number, if I remember right, he was the number 1 rated high school quarterback the year he came out. You still play MLB consistently? Yeah, dude, I finished up the video game numbers program earlier today. Dude, they are just blitzing the shit out of me on run plays right now. This is crazy, bro. I can't get anything going all of a sudden. I'm sure he will, Joe. University of Houston got some good transfers. That's true. Get rid of Pham already? He's been pretty decent recently, though. Some prospects and goals to pitch for Reynolds. I mean, I wouldn't hate that. Put you in for real, though? What's your name, P? I got you, Preston. Although, maybe I don't got you? Is it Preston Parsons? Oh, you come back next update? Next update, I got you, guy. I'm not in the game yet. Pain. Did you get paid, though? All-star content's going to be unbelievable, dude. I can't wait. Oh, my God. That was an unbelievable job by that defensive end. I saw him crash. He didn't crash. No, we're kind of getting cooked right now by Delaware. This is crazy. I'm battling. Tight end, get the fuck out of your route. This is the second time that this fucker has done this shit to me. What is this route, brother? Get the fuck out of your route. Oh, bro, I'm going to crash out. If he just cuts inside here, that's an easy completion. Instead, he tries to hit a fucking hezzy to the inside like he's not a tight end. What are you doing, brother? That's fucking brutal. I'm going to end up losing this game. This is a chance at a conference title here. I'm hanging on by a freaking thread. Number 70 doesn't even play OL anymore. We need some updates here, brother. He doesn't play offensive lineman. He's my starting left tackle. Bro, Delaware has me clamped right now. This is crazy. 10 rushes for 37 yards out of a 1,000-yard rusher here.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to.
You can, Owen. Yeah, it's completely customizable conferences.
The lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball.
Our left tackle didn't opt into the game. Oh, interesting. Okay. Honestly, maybe this is just a me thing. Why wouldn't you opt into the game? It's free money and free publicity. I don't know why you wouldn't opt in. It's similar, Pokey. They took basically everything that was fun about last year's game and made it better for this year. Oh, he didn't know how? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson.
I mean, oh my God, brother. This team is straight up gonna make me drink. This is nuts. Probably the same time if I had to take a guess. It was noon. It was noon Eastern. So I would guess noon Eastern. Oh my God, I fucked up the punt. It was noon Eastern. Oh my God. This is a cluster. This is such a bad representation of how this season has went. We're literally 10-1. We've been unbelievable. This game specifically is not going well. Everyone gets paid $1,000 this year, right? I think it got changed. It was $600 year one. I think it upped up to $1,000 for this game. All right, nice easy completion, first down. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Let's keep it rolling. What happened to midnight releases? I mean, it's still midnight releases for MLB The Show. It's just this game specifically that decided it wasn't. It's my third pick of the game. Jesus Christ, brother. This is. I am selling. I am absolutely selling. I don't know what to do. Honest to God. Game you got 1,500? Okay. I mean, there's a lot of players to play, though, is the thing, Philly. Like, if they paid much more than 15, you'd be kind of cooked. Folks will come out for a CFB midnight release too. You're not wrong. Are you playing on Heisman? I am. That's why I'm getting absolutely cooked right now. Don't become hen food? I'm becoming head food as we speak, bro. I mean, that blocked up really well, though. Love it. All right. Needed this kind of drive. Let's get back to establishing the run here, chat. 21 mil for all the players, but they made 600 mil on sales alone. That's still crazy. And they had to pay coaches, too, this year. And licensing. Had a baby Malachi. Thank you for doing your job, brother. Default sliders? Yes, Heisman default, for sure. That's what we're rocking right now. Get upfield. I mean, this is the exact situation that I needed. You run that play IRL? That's what I love to hear. Is it that successful normally? Brother, I shit you guys not. This defense is playing out of their minds right now. This is crazy. Now, I didn't play a maximum. I'm generally only a fan of licensed football games, if I'm being honest. I get why people would want... Oh, my God. I almost sold again. That's not even who I wanted to throw to there. This is crazy. I have to take 3. All right. Have I seen the terrible 2K cover? I have. The upgrade after the update today? I tried to look up what the update was today, and honest to goodness, I couldn't find anything. So I'm kind of curious to see if we get patch notes. Game was horrible. It's the worst game we've ever played. Yeah, I'm not a fan of non-licensed like football games. Come on, Wilson. I'm excited for this 5-star running back I got coming next year, chat. Play action stress shot. I don't love that. Although, I'm going to be honest, I'm not using UTEP's playbook. I'm using Penn State's playbook, but... That's tough, Aiden. SGA is the GOAT at getting fouls, maybe. He's like James Harden in his prime, bro. kind of mid for a multiplayer program at this stage. I mean, he's basically just PCA, right? He's just a right-handed PCA. I'm enjoying MLB a lot this year, Crosby. Maple Jordan haters, he's fucking foul merchant, bro. I don't know if I have ever felt as constipated on offense as I currently feel, Chad. This is honestly crazy. I can't do shit here. Nah, I'm not a cut guy. Just Dynasty, Road to Glory. All right, that works, though. Just got actually handled right there by the safety. I need a power back in my rotation. He plays like Kobe.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember Kobe trying to take every shot looking to get fouled.
It's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Kobe was gonna make shots through the contact.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Miners are rolling down the field.
I'm playing on Heisman. Don't like the upgrade system for Road to Glory. I don't know if I like the energy system for Road to Glory. Being the only pirate in the All-Star game. I mean, to be fair, he's really the only pirate who deserves to be in the All-Star game. I'm liking it a lot, Joe. How's the wear and tear this year? It's way easier to manage, especially the wear and tear auto subs, bro. Being able to set like positions to keep fresh is a lifesaver. I'm getting multiple carries with my first, second, and third running backs in this game.
He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
Dude, I am just trying to find any place to run right now. This is crazy. They're blitzing me so hard on every game. I wonder if I could go like dual tight end set maybe. Oh no, Cruz Derby. I know, I'm hyped. Need a better Babe Ruth. We're gonna get a better Babe soon. Let's go like a escort zone toss here. Do you know any insane playbooks? I've liked Penn State's playbook a lot, to be honest. Can you turn on drops? Will increase viewers? I don't believe drops are active right now for CFB, are they? Because if they are, then drops are active on my channel. For sure. UTEP's playbook has some broken plays. It's just an air raid. I don't enjoy air raids, to be honest. I wanted something that was like pretty heavy on the ground, and that's Penn State's offense. Although I'm gonna be honest, like, dude, Kansas State's playbook had some nasty run plays. I just don't know if Malachi can like hang with the damage he would take to do like a spread option. I'd be worried that I would hurt him. Right, dude? Although this is a close fucking game, bro. We're down to a minute left in the fourth. I could have had some better clock management here, if I'm being honest. We're gonna take this all the way down. What's up, Coin? Yeah, I don't know. O'Neal Cruz feels very checked out right now. It's really unfortunate. I don't know what's going on with him. All right, so I can take this down to 1 second left and then kick a field goal. We're chilling. Dude, I need to try a different playbook. It's just specifically Penn State's playbook. I don't like it, and it's specifically the coach suggestions out of Penn State's playbook. The coach suggestions feel so much more varied in other playbooks I've used. Are we getting another weekend classic next week? We are. It's all goes with the wide receivers and double stacked under numbers, and the front guy runs. Do they have like wide sets?
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time.
It's unfortunate that I'm going to miss the next weekend classic, though, if I'm being honest. Good shit. Good shit. How'd you land a 5-star? I got very lucky. I basically, he was in my pipeline. I had a really good visit. He wasn't heavily recruited by anyone else. It was like the perfect storm. Extremely similar to Tennessee's playbook. Ah, okay. Got it. Not my favorite style of playbook. I find really, maybe I'm the only person here. I find wide sets so hard to read because of the camera angles in this game. He escaped, dude. That was crazy. Why using suggestions? Just wondering. Just because I don't want to get like crazy in it. Although the only thing is, if I go away from Penn State's playbook, I lose the ability to run quarterback blast. Maybe I will try to run the spread option for let's run the spread option. Just the OG spread option for our bowl game. The normal like generic spread option playbook is nasty, in case you guys are wondering. They're gonna do both, Hunter. They'll give him both cards. We've had this in the past with Matt Olson. They have a new camera angle that helps with that a lot, do they? Because you can't see anything, but UTEP got it all in a OP play. I mean, I might need to check it out. Rice has a quarterback blast. I'm not running a triple option. We do get the 3-star tight end, Mafu Lepke out of Cypress, Texas, chat. Love to see it. Absolutely love that. I think that gives us 50 recruiting points back, too, if I was remembering right. We play FIU in the Conference USA Championship. We're ranked 23. Damn, we're ranked 23 year one, chat. You love to see it. I'm definitely losing the strong safety. I gotta pull the points, bro. He's not making it to the offseason. I gotta pull points. That sucks. Staying in a recruiting battle until the very end and then having to pull the points off is the most demoralizing feeling. All right, it does allow us to throw 50 here. We do get locked out on the right guard, which I kind of hate, if I'm being honest. He was someone that I was really interested in. Do need a D tackle, though, so we'll go ahead and offer a Scully here. Probably just throw like 25 on him, although he's about to go into his top 8, and I need to get in here before the top 8, so we'll go 50. And then we have 5 points to throw on someone else. I mean, this left guard, we're cruising. Throw an extra 5 on him, and we probably get the recruitment. I mean, right now we're looking pretty solid on the players we have on our board, though. We should pretty easily win this kid, although I will say the fact that Texas A&M is now starting to go after this kid, don't love that. Don't love that. So we're going to go back. That kid we just put 50 on, I don't know who it was. Was it the free safety? No, it was the defensive tackle. Oh God, we're kind of in just a horrendous place here with these guys that are about to go down to their top 5s. I need to throw 50 on this left guard. I can't lose him. If Texas A&M wants him, they're going to get him. So throw 50 on him. Our grades aren't good enough to sell. We're still looking good for Gordon Henderson. The one that I'm curious about, are we going to get the 4-star Mafu Bandy? Oh, brother, we're so cooked. TCU is coming in hot. Can we end this recruitment before it's too late? Oh man, that's gonna be such a brutal L to take there if we don't end up with that recruit. Damn, that's gonna end up in a recruiting battle, isn't it? Can you name a bad college football team? Kent State. All right, got a bye week before the conference championship, chat. More accurate UTEP. Rodney Homer from San Antonio, Texas, the right tackle commits, chat. We're actually having like a surprisingly good recruiting class. We do end up losing the strong safety to Arkansas, but we knew that was going to happen. My contract did also get extended. Love to see it. We're having a good recruiting class, man. You know how to fix lag? I do not. For sure. It's harder, but it's good harder. We're going to wear our oranges here. Should I throw FIU in their vices? I mean, that gives them so much swag, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give them the swag, chat. What's up, Too High right now? Welcome in. How you doing?
They've battled all regular season in the competitive Conference USA, and now it's time to crown a champion.
Mindless, more methodical. Honestly, I'm struggling on offense. I'm curious to see if the switch to the spread option playbook helps. We do have the opportunity to play this game at home, though, which is nice. Got to rebuild Delaware. Have a blast, bro. You better perform well in year 1, otherwise you lose so many players to the transfer portal. Me too, Cabo. You and me both, bro. Dynasty's going well. Conference USA Championship opportunity here. We're down 3-0. I don't hate that. All right, chat, here we go. New playbook. We're going spread option here. Should give us a lot of ability to run the football, which I do love with UTEP, if I'm being honest. Just won an natty with BC. Nice. Picked Missouri State. Missouri State's a fun rebuild, although I hate their uniforms and hate their stadium. So, motion play action wide receiver screen. We're gonna go for it.
On the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Dude, this playbook has some crazy motion. That was a nuts play. I love it. Absolutely love that. Oh, I agree with that, John. Should have picked Ole Miss. I do love me some Ole Miss. I've done rebuilds with Ole Miss before. Agreed too high right now. 8-9 gets you to the conference finals. That's crazy. It's 8-4. 8-4. The font's so hard for people to read in this game. I have so many people come in and say incorrect things because of the font. Are we picking up that edge rusher? I don't think that dude's gonna rush off the edge, if I'm being honest. Can I reset my mic here, please? Please let me change my mic. Holy piss, bro.
Back to throw. It's Nelson.
Our running back got caught up.
Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big
Oklahoma State, dude. Oklahoma State, great uniforms. Yeah, it's the font in this game, bro. The font in this game is tough to read. Are you in year one? This is the end of year one. Oh shit! Way to break a tackle there. Damn, that robber almost absolutely ruined me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This game worth it? I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it a lot. We love speed options, chat. Although I might have just gotten my quarterback absolutely manhandled on that play. I don't know what wear and tear that does when you pitch it, but do you take wear and tear on hits when you pitch? I would think you do, but I guess I don't know that for sure. 24-21, Hunter. It was way closer than it should have been. Delaware gave me a battle, bro. Yeah, I know we haven't scored yet, but I'm already enjoying this spread option playbook a lot more than Penn State's. You will, Dom. I can't believe that blitz didn't get picked up. There was plenty of time to pick that dude up. You do really have to use the portal a lot, bro. Excited for Friday content drop? I am. Though I'm not really even going to be able to play it, unfortunately. Oh, shit. No, I overkicked it. Oh, God, please don't choke a conference championship. We're down 10-0. All right. Okay. Okay. I need to win a conference chip here, man.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Did you become head food? No, I ended up winning that game. It was close, though. I should have stiff-armed there. Are you going to do a Montana rebuild in basketball? Hell yeah, bro. Hopefully we have FCS schools in college football before then, too. Yeah, I'm bringing the Switch with me and my PlayStation Portal with me. So I'll have ability to, like, check out content, and I'll probably grind a little bit on my Switch, especially mini-seasons. Because, like, that's kind of the only thing you can grind. Mini-seasons and Conquest are easy to grind on Switch. Bro, that's so fucked. I should have handed that off, but that was the correct read. This dude is crashing down. It's not my fault he got stuck on his D-fucking tackle. Oh, my God. That's so annoying. Agreed, USM. How many minutes do you play each quarter? 9 right now. How should I spend your coach points? I would start by spending whatever you picked first. So if you picked Motivator, do Motivator first. And then just expand from there. All right, I do have a quarterback blast out of this, I believe. Although, is it only out of shotgun? Nah, I have an empty quarterback blast. In your first rebuild ever, any tips? Don't overextend yourself recruiting. Don't go after, like, exclusively 5 stars and 4 stars. Like, pick recruits that are actually attainable. And unlike Madden, rebuilds in this, you have to win. If you're going to become a successful program, you have to be winning football games.
In his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
You're not wrong, Jacob.
The Miners pick up enough yardage to get a fresh
Oh,
set of downs.
that's actually accurate.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down.
Good ball.
It's a quick grab. They bring him down quickly.
I will say, like, I prefer Penn State's playbook so far for throwing the football.
Running the football is so
But running the football feels better out of the spread option.
it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight
You can go after 3 stars, Aiden, generally.
They'll run it.
Because especially early in the season, most people aren't recruiting 3 stars.
They're lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll go back to quarterback blast here, chat.
just had no
Quarterback blast, go to short yardage play.
defense and their run fits on that play.
Nice, Dalton. Yeah, dude. UTEP is elite, bro. UTEP's an elite dynasty.
Offensive design run.
Malachi just got absolutely manhandled there, bro.
Boy, you keep
I'm getting him hit a lot.
offense, they keep moving the chains.
I hope so, USM. God, I hope so much.
Especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Spinning out of the tackle.
Nice.
Breaks one tackle.
Love me some speed option.
Picks up some decent yardage.
Hope the devs fix the font. They need to do something to it.
Closer to that first
People are really struggling to see it, bro.
I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback poet try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
Get that block. Get the corner. Good shit. I think that's the first time a jet sweep has worked for me this year, if I'm being honest. Has not been a good play for me so far.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown.
Sometimes like to recruit year 1 to get new guys and play year 2. I respect that. That's a cool way to do it.
Keeper all the way.
Had baby Malachi. All right, we're back in this game, chat. Although defense might not let us get back in this game. 17-7, brother. Defense. Can you guys do your job here for a second? 1 minute, 33 seconds left in this half.
To throw. It's Nelson. Short pass.
Nice, easy completion here. Let's get back to the line. Clock ticking.
After a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo
I don't hate a slip screen here, if I'm being honest.
Running out. Quarterback drops back. To screen.
I mean, that blocked up way better than it had any business blocking. That's a 15-yarder, Blue. Or not Blue. Not playing baseball.
Really nice job of timing up.
What made you choose UTEP? UTEP has really elite jerseys. Their stadium is super sick. And they have a former 5-star prospect as their starting quarterback.
On first
So,
and 10, looking to throw.
get out into space.
Grab.
Get out of bounds again. Love it.
Runs out of bounds.
Nah, I didn't think for that follow.
Man-to-man coverage.
Drops are, it shows drops is not being active, but if CFB has drops right now, I definitely have drops. I just, I have it set for MLB The Show. Who's the quarterback? Malachi Nelson.
First and 10.
Former USC recruit.
Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Dude, do tight ends run the worst routes of all time in this game? They have to, right?
Fortunate that
Every time I go to throw the football to my tight end, he fucking break dances. What is this route, brother? You're open. Just break. Like, why do we need 3 stutter steps? Oh, my God. My tight end's going to make me crash the fuck out, bro.
Interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, the hands, sometimes a little question.
What's crazy, because I love using tight ends in my offense.
from the receiver.
I love using tight ends in my offense, and if they're going to be bad in this game, I might be cooked.
Looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down.
Let's try a triple option. I mean, 54 seconds, we have plenty of time here.
They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back.
All right, we'll call time in there. What difficulty you on? Heisman.
So second and 5. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this
I know, Swifty, it's crazy. Although, obviously, the coaches saw something that we didn't.
Second down after that previous play.
All right, I would like to hit Odom here on the crosser, but...
Back to throw. It's
Oh, he's
Nelson.
wide the fuck open, too.
Slides the
Good shit. Good shit. 39 seconds. We're going to go ahead and get to the line since that's a first down. No use in wasting a
10.
timeout.
Play action here on first down.
All right, we will waste a timeout now. Malachi is having a decent first half after struggling at the beginning. We'll go a couple of quarterback blasts. I mean, this should open up.
That's their second of the half. Design quarterback run.
Oh, don't reach.
Get there, brought down at the
All right, that's our last timeout.
offense will now quickly spend
If I don't score on this,
Good job by the offensive line.
I kind of might be cooked. Not going to lie. Just try to score on this. Get in.
as a design.
There we go. All right, atta baby Malachi. All right, score right before halftime. That's huge, and we get the ball coming out of the second half. 17-14 here in the Conference USA Championship. Trying to win a Conference Championship in our first year. It's also going to be our last year in Conference USA because next year in real life, UTEP moves to the Mountain West, which we will be following in those footsteps for this, which I'm kind of excited to play in the Mountain West because that gives me the opportunity for some snow games maybe against Wyoming, Air Force, others, Colorado State. Oh, that's a really good job blocking. Offensive line, thank you. Or they lose the scholarship? They do, Aiden. Yep. All right, vertical comebacks here against a cover 3. Love to see it. Give me time, offensive line, please. Good comeback. Hell yeah, brother. Why such long quarters? Because I want to be able to put up, like, somewhat realistic stats, and shorter quarters are really hard to make that happen. Still have one loss, tough. Texas, the only loss on the season. This is for the conference championship, and we are ranked here. Oh, get that block. Good shit, chat. We're kind of cooking all of a sudden. I'm starting to get a hold of this spread option playbook, and I'm a big fan. Oh, that's a bad choice. Just prevent the interception. I thought that corner would fall off. He did not fall off. I should have kept it on the ground, if we're being honest. I was being very effective running the football. Going away from it here seems like maybe a mistake.
Looking to pass. It's Nelson.
Run away from everyone. That safety was pretty quick, not going to lie. 1st and 10. Good scoring opportunity here. 9 minutes, Ryan. I don't feel like wide receiver, the mid screens work for me, if I'm being honest. I might be the only person, but the mid screens just don't really feel like they work. Good cut. You worked for UTEP? Nice. All right, let's see if we can get a halfback slip screen here to score. This is kind of a crazy goal line play, but if they're blitzing, this could work really, really well. Which they were. Oh, get the blocks. Yes, sir. Heavy blitz there, and just like that, we take the lead. After a tough first quarter, going down 10-0. UTEP is right back in the control. Hell yeah, bro. Oh, they have this, the go-go double wide receiver formation, or running back formation. I miss UNLV's playbook, bro. UNLV's playbook was my playbook of choice last year. It was so nasty. It's the standard. It's the generic spread option, Benji. It has basically everything you could want. These speed options are kind of eating them alive, I'm not going to lie. They've forced me to pitch every single time I've ran it. Love it. If we start getting cruising on the ground, this game's going to be over really quick. Ooh, got cover 2 out here. Oh man, if there's no protection on that right side, I'm throwing a deep shot. There is though. Good ball. Do I think UNLV should join the Pac-12? I don't think they got an offer, but I think they would have jumped at it if they did. Dude, this playbook is working really, really well. This is crazy. I will say, it doesn't really feel like many of my receivers, or not my receivers, my running backs can make anyone miss, though. I have not tough, but I've heard a lot of people say high school is really tough.
I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Having Malachi run the ball 10 times a game does not feel like a recipe for success, if I'm being honest with you guys. Although we are going to run a triple option here, so
This defense has done a good job of trying to
Where's my reads? I don't love this read key. I might just be guaranteed handoff here. That's crazy tough. Wasn't a quarterback at USC transfer. He was get-go. Former 5-star prospect. He looked like he was going to be unbelievable coming out of high school, and then just didn't end up working out that way. All right, play action bubble here. No idea if this fucking works. I should have fought for the extra yard here. We're going to go back to quarterback last here. I do have also a shotgun goal line formation in this playbook that's really, really cool. I agree with that, Caden. How are we feeling about 26? It's basically, or 25, with everything being a little bit better. Dude, Malachi's cooking right now. This is crazy. You should, Andrew. If you finish Color Storm, just do the parallel 1 grinds on all those cards, and you'll unlock a vast majority of the All-Star vouchers, bro. I am scared of continuing to run Malachi as much as I am. Harry Host, thank you for that follow. 28-17. We've kind of turned it on here. Oh, that was a crazy ball. I needed to lead him back inside, if I'm being honest. Protect him from the safety. All right, well, it might have just turned this back into a game. And they marked right down and scored 28-25. I actually tried to sell there, bro. That was a terrible decision. That's an absolutely terrible decision. Those toss plays, those like shotgun toss plays are cash money. They were cash money in last year's game, and they feel cash money in this year's game.
Quarterback keeps the football. Here he goes. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Are you only playing offense? Because I'm an offensive coordinator.
Explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Here's a throw underneath to the back. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Dude, this playbook is nice. I really enjoy this. A lot of quick passes, like get the ball out of your hands. Ooh, didn't love that, though. Thank you for dropping that, if I'm being honest. Ad Dog, thank you for that follow. Welcome in, welcome in. We can get any offers as an offensive coordinator? Yes, Duckfoot. Apparently the coaching carousel is way improved this year. That's what I've heard. Is that your feet? Throw over the middle. Good shit. Yeah, he ended up at Boise State. Started at USC, transferred to Boise State, and now he's at UTEP.
It's an option look. Breaks free. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
The Altoona Curve, Bishop. The Pittsburgh Pirates AA affiliate.
But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Makes a quick catch. The Miners are getting
Offensive line play, man. Sometimes it's solid, other times it's rough. I don't know if it's just a result of me not having very good offensive line, though. Are you from Altoona? No. I am a Buccos fan, yeah.
Here's the option play.
Ooh, shit. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Get it 1 yard.
Small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Damn, Janny, that's sick. Dude, I love hats. I have so many of them. I don't believe so, Sibs. I don't believe so.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Gets made on the out route.
Good shit. 3rd and 4. Quick out.
Shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
All right, flanker spot. I love this if this opens up. That should be a guaranteed first down if I have enough time to throw it. We'll see if they end up blitzing. I am kind of worried about a slot blitz here, if I'm being honest.
Scanning the field. It's Nelson.
Oh, my God. They took that away so well. I should have thrown it to the dude headed to the sideline, not the dude on the curl. 4th and 4, they're asking me to go for it because it's better to be up by more potentially versus making it a 6-point game doesn't really do anything. Okay. I'm excited about cruising the home run derby. I hope he wins it, bro. I would take a juicy O'Neal Cruz. I'm gonna go mesh here versus.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down.
He's brought down. A sack will end this.
I didn't even have time to read a mesh. Brother. My brother in Christ. It was an unblocked edge rusher. Why are my guard and my tackle switching off this edge rusher? Oh my god, bro. Anytime you have a tight end chip in this game, you're absolutely cooked. You're absolutely cooked. There is literally no reason for my right tackle not to take this fucking edge rusher. And then my right guard can pick up the blitzer. God, that's so frustrating. Spread option. Generic spread option, Bishop. All right, now let's just hold down the fort time, chat. 3 minutes left, 28-25. Let's just get out of here with a win the Conference USA, and move on. Good cut. Should have gotten more there. All right, 2nd and 4. They're starting to take timeouts. I'm curious to see what happens with this motion here.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the handoff, running behind the big right tackle.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of.
Was that the back end edge rusher that just made that play? Why the fuck was that so slow developing? Damn, that's brutal. Okay, well.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much.
I don't know where to go here.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20.
Yeah, dude, spread option has gotten a really, really big update for this. It's sometimes Amsterdam. Damn, they did a really good job. He literally finally didn't take the halfback there. Oh my god. I mean, I forced him to use all their timeouts, but now we just gotta hope our defense comes through here. Not a good punt. We'll get the ball around the 50. At least it's unreturnable. Oh, wow. Our defense makes the play. Our defense makes the play. I'm playing on Heisman. Tyrone, you think Lindor will be the Mets TA card? It wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, like I said, Lindor would be a sick card to get. And I just don't know if they'll go Pete Alonso again. All right, 2-minute warning. We're 1 first down away from winning the conference title. I don't know if a read option is the move here. Dude, oh my god. The run fits in this game are so much better than they used to be. Like, defenses really do an incredible job against outside runs. The kicking meter? I don't mind the kicking meter. True, Crexy. Oh, they sniffed that out real quick. Defensive tackle did an incredible job. All right, chat. Well, give them another opportunity here. They're going to get the ball back. I might just take this all the way down to a delay game. Dude, this has been a really shitty second half. I've kind of fallen off heavy here, if I'm being honest.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time.
All right, that's fine. We'll take the delay game. Try to tap them in at their own 5.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Miners will have to kick it away. That's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away.
Oh, that's not a great punt. Left it a little bit short. Oh, he's going to have the opportunity to return this too? God damn, bro. Recruiter got nerfed in this year's game, Cody. All of the good recruiting ones that you would see in former builds are now an elite recruiter. They're no longer in standard recruiter. What's up, Connor? All right, chat. We're gonna go ahead and go watch the rest of this game. If I'm being completely honest with you, so we'll go jump ahead and then go to super or to slow. We'll watch it. 32 seconds left. Can our defense hold it down? Is Motivator better than Tactician? I think the boost for Motivator are better than Tactician, Cody, but it's close. It's close. I'm building in Tactician second. They don't have any timeouts. They don't have any timeouts. That was way closer than it should have been. Holy shit. Thank God they had no timeouts. Conference USA champs, chat. Not the most, defining win of all time. Not a super, clean win by any means. All very good, Froggy. I use, greens, right? Precision? No, purples. CFB bound? I don't think so. That was scary, bro. That broken tackle actually kind of made me poop myself a little bit, not gonna lie. We'll take that, though, chat. Conference USA champs, year 1. Hopefully that prevents a lot of players from leaving in the transfer portal, but there's going to be an all-star game program, there's going to be a draft program, and there's going to be a home run derby program. Yes, I do, Connor. God damn, chat. Hey, look at that. Conference USA champs, year 1. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, chat? All right, do have the opportunity to buy a couple of coach abilities here. Who's ready for the MLB content? Dude, I can't wait. I'm not going to be here for it, unfortunately. But I can't wait. Just got some. Should I go green or purple? Use green at first until you get used to them. Connor, I doubt it, but I mean, especially if there's 99s in the pack, there's going to be some really, really good pack cards if I had to take a guess. FIU unis were fire. It's their Vice unis, dude. They're elite. Hey, Ramon Smoker from Duncanville, Texas. Welcome to UTEP, brother. Do you think the All-Star Collection reward will be? Hopefully it's someone like J-Ram or Cattell. So my head coach, Scotty Walden, ends up winning the Bear Bryant Coach of the Year award. Please give me the Bryles award. No, my fucking defensive coordinator wins the Broyles. Tough. Smoker to a great quarterback, to be blunt. Facts. Fernando Mendoza ends up winning the Heisman. 28 touchdowns, 3,500 yards, 63% completion. It's a very good season. Very good season. It's super tough, Cash. All right, chat. We're going to the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Boise State's blue turf will be playing San Diego State, who will be... Just kidding. They're a Pac-12 school next year. I was going to say they're going to be a conference opponent next year, but no, they get moved to the Pac-12. And we do get to see early signing day. Let's see if any of these players we ended up picking up are going to be anything. We do have 8 recruits, including 1 5-star. You guys know how this goes. Let's check out the 5-star first. What's the dev trait? He does have star dev. You love to see it. Impact for the 4-star wide receiver. Star for the 3-star halfback. Normal for the right edge, impact for the 3-star right tackle, normal for the 3-star corner, impact for the tight end, and impact for the left guard. Overall, pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Lindor, Cattell, and J-Ram in order. I don't think they'll give 3 switch hitters. I think PCA will end up being one of the collection rewards if I was a betting man. Damn, Jeremiah Butt doesn't want to come here. Cattell, Eugenio Suarez. I think they have 3 if I remember right? I know Cattell and Eugenio Suarez are both. All right, let's take a look at our job offers here after year 1. We offered the offensive coordinator position at Houston, the head coaching position at Louisiana Tech, the offensive coordinator position at New Mexico, and the OC position at Oklahoma State. I'm not thinking I'm going to take any job offers this year. I think I'm going to stay 2 years at UTEP before I go. Oh, Corbin Carroll is? All right, that makes sense. But we have a big bowl game here. Could raise... Man, they are significantly better than us. This is going to be a battle, chat. We're going to go our whites versus their blacks. Our all whites versus their blacks. Got a race war going. Yeah, make sure you look for at least 120 frames per second, Farah, and 1 millisecond response time. Those are the two most important things. I prefer 1440p personally, but you could go 1080p and be completely fine. All right, chat. Let's get it. Playing in the rain in Idaho on the blue turf. No CFB this year? Nah, just missed out. Boise State ended up being really, really good again this year. So I think that they were probably the CFB team. All right, big bowl game here, chat. Looking for a dub. Great way to cap off a very successful season. Conference champions, 11-1. Let's make it 12-1. Who's the best second baseman besides Marte? There's a lot of good second basemen right now. Brooks Lee is very good in secondary position. Trey Turner is very good. Bobby Grich is very good. How do you field with precision rings? You have to press the button harder than you think you have to press it, Dallas. That's really what it boils down to. All right, chat. Should be pretty good on wear and tear. Still ranked number 23 in the nation, too. Probably not, Cole. Yeah, Brooks Lee is disgusting, bro. That card's so good. Yeah, that play to action tight end, or the wide receiver screen does not work as well as I would hope it does. Are you liking the game so far? They basically took everything that was good about 25 and made it better for this game. So I'm enjoying it a lot. Dude, oh my god. Oh my god. All right, that's a really, really bad first drive. I'm not going to lie to you guys. UTEP straight up robbed? I don't know about that. Coaching offers you get after this game, even if you don't accept? Yeah. I mean, I just showed the ones I got, Duckfoot. I got OC offer at Houston and OC offer at Oklahoma State. So, who do you think is going to win the All-Star Game MVP? I have no idea, bro. It's going to be some random dude who hits a home run and their team wins. That's how it always boils down. Got killed by Ohio State. My only loss on the season is to Texas. It's just preference, Dallas. Just feel how you feel. What's up, Basic? Love it. If I would have broken that tackle, that would have been huge. Yeah, exactly. That's how I like playing too, Duckfoot. How's the home run derby voucher thing going to work? It's going to give you the ability to make predictions, basically. And if you predict right, then you're going to be able to lock it into, like, the winner's prediction and get rewards for it. How bad was the Texas loss? 1 possession. It honestly was much worse than that. They controlled the whole game, but I kind of made it close with a touchdown late. Are you going to watch Superman? I wish I could. I'm just not going to be around, and I don't want to waste vacation time going to watch a movie. Brother, San Diego State's defense might be the truth. Maybe that was the first season. It was first season. That was this game. It's a lot to do with bad players, though. Yeah, a lot of the struggles in this game really do boil down to bad players. Oh, burnt him. Way to make a play. Good ball, bro. Malachi, I see you. Unbelievable ball there. Farah, I would like to. The issue is it doesn't do very well on my TikTok. Like, I thought about for a little bit creating a second channel for CFB content. Why the fuck was that guy unblocked? Okay. Have you gotten a 4-star yet? I actually signed a 5-star. Year 1. It happened to work out perfectly. He was in my pipeline, had a really good visit. Like, basically everything had to go perfect to sign a 5-star. And it did for me. I did get 1 4-star, though, wide receiver. I just don't understand sometimes the run blocking. I don't even think that was my fault, necessarily. Good shit. Nice blocking. Good shit. That was a really good drive. Take the lead 7-3. Let's see if our defense can get a stop, and they do. Defense came to play, it looks like. Did give up a score, 3 points in the first possession, but all right, let's see what we got here. Good pull. Had a baby Malachi. Will we need every TA card for the collection? Very likely. Otherwise, you're going to have to go with some expensive pack cards.
The Miners can really attack on this second and short.
What do you mean, Swept? I'm not sure I understand what you're asking.
On the option.
Oh, please get out.
Now the pitch.
God, I wish I had a more athletic running back.
But not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that?
Buxton got hurt?
Chains
No.
on the ground last time. Let's see if
Oh my God. NCAA is really fun. It's basically like they took everything that was fun about CFB 25 and made it better for 26. The block needs to be sent to Ryan Moody. No, it doesn't. Keep Ryan Moody away from my fucking content. That weird ass man. I've already beefed with him on Twitter. I don't want to beef with him in fucking YouTube land. Dude's a fucking weirdo.
now the toss. Oh, a lot of space. And he caught that pitch and struck.
Yeah, Buxton might be the most unlucky player of all time.
A first down for this offense.
And this defense has
Who do you think's going to be the D-backs all-star? I hope it's Cattell, honestly, but I don't know if it will be. Calls out key points. I don't think he does. Honestly, I think he's gotten to the point where he's blinded by hate. The person that I think is actually a realistic hater, if I can put it that way, is Soft Drink. I like Soft Drink's TV because he's the perfect mix of, like, I can point out things that I like and can also point out flaws. Whereas Ryan is just like, how can I shit on this game in every possible way? Plus, his second channel is fucking super weird. His channel that's about, like, women eating vlogs. Shit's nuts. Dude, triple options are nasty. Oh my God. I need to lean into the triple option game. Yeah, I like Soft Drink. I like Soft Drink's content a lot. Cal Raleigh will be a collection or just a derby card? I hope he's a collection. A switch hitting catcher, especially if he's the 99. Dude, a 99 Cal Raleigh from his first half would be generational. Ooh, shit, that didn't block up. Heisman, Brennan. I like Soft Drink. I watch his content a lot. Will be even more lethal with the 5-star coming in. You're not wrong. Dude, there's nowhere to go with the ball. Oh my God. I just shit myself. It worked. That's a late hit, by the way. Blue? Not blue. Ref, whatever. Arrow, how's it going? Welcome in. Got a poop, BRB, respected. 236, Chapman's hold or sell. Honestly, he's going for like 2,600 right now if you were to sell out. That's pretty close to what you would make. I don't know how much you paid, but... Will I take the Oregon job? No, I decided this year it's going to be LSU. If LSU offers me a job, I'll go take the LSU job. Damn, I should have pitched there. All right, that's tough. I will say the one thing about options that are hard is when they don't do what they're supposed to, like you can't see the read person or whatever it might be, it makes the option really hard to run. Got him earlier, 1,700. I mean, he still would make some. J-Rod All-Star card? I mean, I could see that. LSU would be lit. Yeah, I want to go to like an SEC school that has a crazy tradition. Although Oregon would be fun. And Oregon's my favorite team in real life. That's part of the reason I did it last year if Oregon was ever going to offer me a job. But this year it's more about like where would be a fun place to go for a real build. Yeah, Perza. Oh, you're right, TJ. You're right. It wasn't LSU. It was Florida. Because I decided as I was making the coach that LSU has been too good recently. So yeah, if Florida ever offers me a job, I'll go to Florida. That's right. That is just not a good ball, Malachi. I'm going to need you to lock that in for me, brother. University of Washington, best stadium. Go Grizz. Elite a few years ago when we beat you guys. Full 30 years. I don't think I've ever played past 6-7 last year. One of my dynasties got to 10 last year. But no, UW is an elite stadium. Their stadium is really, really cool. I wouldn't mind going and being the head coach at University of Washington. Tough. All right, 4th and 7. We'll take 3 here. Although in the rain, might be a little bit tougher kick. We're good. Not sure I'm a big fan of the scoreboard, but it looks pretty good. I like the presentation in this game. I wish they would do what Madden does and have multiple scoreboards, though. That's going to be a really elite change for Madden this year, if I'm being honest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Let's go Ducks, respect it. I've been real tempted to do Colorado. I mean, I'm here for that. Ah, that blocked up. I didn't let off the I hit the trigger too fast. Fuck me. That was the world, dude. That if I could have hit this gap, that was a perfect read. Did a good job. If I could have put a foot in the ground and cut outside there, look at how this fucking blocked up. That dude was blocked. That dude was sealed inside. That dude was blocked, sealed outside. I would have been piecing. 1 out of 10, how excited for Friday content? Like a 9. All-Star Game content is literally the best content every year in MLB The Show.
Looking for a man. It's Nelson.
Ah, come on. I need you guys to make a play here.
He wanted to run before he secured it.
The one thing I don't like about this playbook, the option playbook, is there is not very many consistent passing plays, I don't feel. Ooh, actually, I don't love that. I'm going to throw you on a streak so I can hopefully hit this comeback without anyone underneath it. I threw it too early. Oh my god, I still came down with the ball. Yeah, we got the pipeline 5-star, which is huge. Having Texas as my most recruiting ground is good early game, man. Is OC more fun than head coach? I don't know if it's more fun, but it's the way I like starting my dynasties. Although I need to pay attention to the second quarter here. I mean, we're running out of time quick. First down. I don't know if I love play action in this situation. I don't mind flanker spot, though. Please get set. Step up. Holy fuck, that defensive tackle made a really, really good play there. You think the ground card will be similar to 21? I don't think he throws as hard anymore. So, with that being said, I don't know how similar it can be. But I think the card will be very good. 50-50 ball. Thank God, corners who don't turn their head, you can actually throw 50-50 balls this year. Last year, that was a guaranteed pick. This year, I saw the corner didn't get his head around it. I just kind of hucked it up. Love it. No eyes, no pick, baby. I should have thrown that back shoulder, but still. I'm kind of terrified, though, because after this game, I know I have a sick reality setting in where I have to go to the transfer portal. You think collecting all 30 vouchers will give a 99? No, I think there's going to be one big all-star collection where Team Affinity is involved, plus the other all-star things are involved. So I think you'll have to do Team Affinity plus the other things to be able to get. I don't know how to read this. I know this is a read option, but I don't understand what the key is. And that works. Kind of scared of my wear and tear. I've already given 8 attempts to Malachi here. Hardest program to rebuild? Probably Kent State. There's 2 0-star schools, and they're both in the MAC. It's Kent State and I can't remember who the other one is. Oh, I didn't realize that was 3rd down. Fuck. Yeah, I can't go for this at my own 20. Akron, thank you. You read the end? I knew who I was reading. I just didn't know what the actual read was as far as like how the defensive end would react. How many 99s? I think we'll get like 5 or 6. It depends if they give 99s to the All-Star Game MVP and the Home Run Derby winner. Is Delaware hard to rebuild? Yes. Although they have a little bit of prestige coming in because they were a pretty successful program in the FCS level.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Please come down with that. I really took a one-on-one there. Will Chase Pack be a 99? Wouldn't surprise me. That's crazy, Aiden. Counters just are not very good in football video games out of the shotgun. Like, I can't remember the last time I felt like counters were a super usable run play. I just ran it there. I knew as soon as I ran it, I was cooked.
Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Break a tackle. 4th and 5 from the 30. I got a punt here again. Whiskey Peen, thank you for that follow. That's a hilarious name, by the way. I will say, I like this spread option playbook a lot. The one thing that I don't feel comfortable with is the passing plays. There's a lot of passing plays that don't feel very effective. The runs are elite, though. Do a $20,000 pack opening, I'll pay it, or Agin, at the end of your career. Yeah. Come back to UTEP and get them an Addy. If they offer me a job offer, I would have to consider it. Joey, thank you for your follow. All right, let's go halfback off tackle. That was a good way to start here. I will say, the keep fresh setting, I love it for like wear and tear subs. But the thing is, my running back by the end of the year doesn't ever see the field. So I might have to keep it for normal going into next year. Or maybe like slightly tuned up. Because I literally am not seeing my starting running back at all in this game. I guess it's possible he's hurt. Nah, the only guy I have is a left edge. LeBron James, I just auto-modded that. Don't come into other people's streams and ask for shout-outs, man. I understand you're new, but that's like that's something that people don't like. Maybe the running back opted out of the bowl game. It would kind of be sick if that was an option. I read that really poorly. Bunt derby? We should do a bunt derby. That's elite content. Oh my god. Why did the Reed player get blocked there? Oh my god. I should have handed, but when I'm expecting to make a read based on something and then that player gets blocked, kind of fucks up everything I'm trying to do there. Basic, probably lighter, if I had to take a guess. Would you pick Mississippi State or Vandy to rebuild? Vandy would be harder, but Mississippi State would be fun.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
No, he looked back. Rip. Oh my god, I had him cooked. I threw right as I got hit. No. Damn, bro.
This offense has it with really good field.
God, that's brutal. Mickey Mantle Yankee Stadium moment? Maybe. Good for him if he is. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to change my wear and tear subs next year with that 5-star coming in. I'm going to have to go way more reliant on my starting running back. Get to the corner. Probably should have pitched that. Really did think I was going to win to the corner there. Thursley, thank you for that follow. Thoughts on Soto getting snubbed? I mean, Soto was really good, but the issue was he was only good over like the last 6 weeks. He struggled so hard early in the year. I bet you that hurt him with all-star voters. Plus, I think there's a population that hates Juan Soto because he's the most expensive player.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position.
I wonder what our transfer portal hauls are going to look like here, chat. Going to basically go after any 3-star who's interested in us, especially freshmen. Fuck me, bro. Ugh.
On the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
I'm so terrified to throw the ball deep because of the last EA college football game.
Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Finds his big
4th and 1, I'm going for this.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to field.
Where is my quarterback blast? There it is. World is nuts. You can rack up 4 stars even as a small school. That's what I love to hear.
Got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So, do you kick the field goal or do you?
All he cares about is the cash. I mean, I can't blame him, bro. If I was a professional athlete, I would care about the money a lot too. God damn, bro. I finally get a little bit of an opening here, and then the game's like, nope, back to a close game you go. All right, 31-28, 3 minutes 40 seconds left in my bowl game, chat. Let's close out year one with a bang. 765 milli, 100 grand ain't shit. You're not wrong. But money is money, man. Money is money. Especially for someone who's Soto, who I'm sure grew up super, super poor. If I was a betting man. Dude, they did a really good job shutting down that. All right, let's go ahead and go chew clock. Probably should have done that before the last. 13-1, no playoff. I mean, that happens, bro. Especially as a small school. Same as last year, computer scores way too quick and late in games. I mean, I've had to rely. Fuck, I wasn't paying attention. That's brutal. I've had to rely on my defense a lot in games, and a lot of times they've come up for me. I haven't lost on like a last-second play, although now I say that I'm probably gonna have it happen in this game. What's my least favorite part about MLB The Show? Oof, fuck. Probably like how inconsistently good swings get rewarded. Shit, I thought that comeback was open, and it was. He had a weird giddy up at the top of his route. Feels impossible to lose at home. I mean, isn't that kind of the point? All right, 31-31. Malachi, you have your chance to be a hero in a bowl game, brother. What you got for me? Good swings get rewarded, Tyler. That's my least favorite thing about MLB The Show, is how often you put good swings on the ball and you just don't get rewarded. Or it's 2nd and 20 because my left tackle decided that he was just not going to block there, apparently. Did I drop back too deep in the pocket? Nah, my left tackle literally blocked for half a second. I mean, I definitely didn't help him there by any means, but I still have chew clock on for some reason. Okay, 3rd and 20. Oh my God, they're pressing. I'm going to throw a 50-50 ball here. Just not at all a good job there. All right, that's absolutely terrible. Getting sacked like crazy because of edge rushers. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. All right, 20 seconds left. They have 3 timeouts. I'm going to lose this football game. I'm just telling you guys right now. I'm going to lose this football game.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it.
All right, 16 seconds. 99 PCA would be elite.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Napier.
All right, they took a lot of time off the clock there and are not using a timeout for some point.
Stop him almost immediately.
6, 5, 4, 3. All right, they call a timeout there. I don't think they're going to be able to kick a 60-yard field goal to win this game. So they're going to go Hail Mary. And then we're going to head to overtime, chat. Overtime in a bowl game's crazy work.
2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Watch me give up the Hail Mary here.
It's incomplete.
All right, to overtime we go.
Strike 0
and let's go to change of possession.
overtime. Let's see if the defense comes after them.
I need to turn it back up to quick. You liking CFB? I'm enjoying it a lot. Dude, that would have been a huge sack. Oh my God, that was almost crazy. All right, 4th and 5. Jump ahead. Play options. Play all offense. Why is it showing me a 4th and 5 from the 45-yard line in overtime? What am I looking at here? They converted. That's brutal. Please, God, let me set this back to fast. Damn, I can't believe they converted a 4th and 5. That's kind of nuts, not gonna lie. All right, so they do kick a field goal. A touchdown here wins it. That's what we're going to try to do. Going to start off here with a triple option. Oh, I'm loving it, Ron. I don't love how this is blocking up or looking like it's going to block up. Immediately got it out. My star running back's back in the game. Let's go. Literally didn't see him all game, and then for overtime, he's like, I got you, bro. I got you. Welcome back. I have no idea, Draw. No idea.
Guys, they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback.
What's up, baller?
The right read. If no one accounts for
He opted back in, decided to come back for overtime. What playbook do you recommend? I've been using Penn State, Kansas State, and the generic spread option. My favorite of them so far is the generic spread option, especially if you have an athletic quarterback. If you have an athletic quarterback, it's super, super elite. All right. Quarterback blast merchant is under the bleacher moments over. Ooh, don't love how this is blocked up, if I'm being honest. Yep, already closing up my first year here. Let's go, chat. That's an overtime dub in our bowl game year 1. 13-1 season 1. To be fair, it's because my conference is ass. But that's huge. Let's go, Malachi. 37 points put up in our bowl game, by the way. All right, chat. Here's the fun, though. It's time to go to the transfer portal. Next year, we'll be playing in the Mountain West like UTEP will be in real life. No G5 bid? Or you mean P5 or power 4 bid? I mean, I'm sure I have a job offer from Power 4s, but about to beat SMU as Missouri State in the game crash. That's so brutal. Dude, I have so many players who are going to transfer. Oh my God. Marquez Taylor, 16 carries, 84 yards. He had 5 touchdowns in that game. That's crazy. Let's check out our job offers week 2. Head coaching offer at Iowa State and the head coaching offer at UTSA. I'm not ready to go to a Power 5. I'm not ready to go to a Power 5. But it's nice to see me getting a head coaching offer at Iowa State. Take Iowa State. I want to play 2 years of UTEP, realistically. Leaving after year 1 just feels like, what was the point? It's manual part. All right, chat. You love to see it. That's a very successful year. 13-1 and a bowl win. Delaware is tough to rebuild, Peak, for sure. Probably Green, but honestly, I'm looking to go offensive coordinator at a P5 school or P4 school. All right, chat. You love to see it. I'd be curious to see who won the Natty. So Penn State ends up beating Ohio State in the national title game. James Franklin finally gets his Natty. We end up the season at number 19, and now I have to go see who I'm going to lose in the transfer portal. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm honest to God terrified of this. Players leaving. Holy fuck. All right, we're losing. This is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We're losing 23 to graduation. And 16 to transfers. Oh, brother. All right, so we lose our 84 overall wide receiver. I think I'm gonna let Locklear walk. To be honest, Malachi is gonna be my starting quarterback going into next year. I do not keep my backup running back. That also hurts. All right, we do keep a middle linebacker though. What about my third or fourth string? Actually, I'm gonna let this dude transfer out because he wears number 89 as a running back. That shit pisses me off. Azinwa, listen, that's, oh god, we're in such a bad place right now, chat. Oh my god, and I'm failing all of my fucking, oh no. All right, we do keep a second one. I would like to keep this freshman tight end, not gonna lie. Failed. Junior edge is not a big deal, but I wouldn't mind keeping this wide receiver either, and he fails. Okay, all right. Is revamped passing hard to use? No. I'm rebuilding Kennesaw State right now. It's tough, dude. I literally just lost my whole roster. All right, well, transfer portal time, chat. We do commit left guard Matt Turner. That's nice. We'll take that. We're in a recruiting battle with TCU for that middle linebacker. Did I get anyone drafted? Of course not. Okay. Am I from El Paso? I'm not. I did win the bowl game, yeah. Revamped? I don't think revamped is hard to use. Threw them in the Big 12. Honestly, I could see that happening if I was with them long enough. I just am not going to be. All right, chat. So we have 10 people in this recruiting class. It's honestly not bad. But here's where this gets tricky. I have to go get transfer players. Like, do I have any 4 or 5 stars that are interested? There's 3 5-stars in the transfer portal, including Arch Manning and Jordan Seaton and Keldrick Falk. Any 4 stars that potentially have interest? Oh, brother, we might be cooked. We do, actually. 2. Greg Burrell. Actually, I wouldn't hate that. He was really, really good on my UNLV rebuild last year. He's a freshman. I like him a lot. Wayshawn Parker, we're also going to try to bring in. Those are the only 4 stars we have available. Although middle linebacker 4-star, even though he's a junior, would be kind of nice get. Not going to lie. Go after Manning? I can't go after Manning. All right, so wide receiver, elusive route runner, pure power defensive tackle. Dude, I need so much shit in the transfer portal. This is actually nuts. Can I see my roster right now? Like, do people... Does this show, like, it doesn't accurately... Oh, it does accurately reflect. Nice. So I can see who's left. So I only have 2 running backs on the roster. That's not great. I have a bunch of wide receivers on the roster. They're just all super, super young, which is unfortunate. I wouldn't mind going after a 3-star tight end. I could use... I mean, my offensive line situation's not super dire, but I could use a couple offensive linemen. I mean, realistically, where I should hit the transfer portal hard is on my defense, especially in my corner room. My corners and free safety is a tough look. Because he's not interested in me, Cabo. I have 675 hours, though, which means I went up in rating after year 1, which is nice. What's up, GM? All right, chat. So I have been told that basically you want to go after every 3-star that's interested in you. Although I want to be in the transfer portal, not in the prospect list. I don't need very many halfbacks. I'm going after 2 4-stars. Although 2 3-star corners, a sophomore and a junior. Yep, gonna go ahead and look at both of them. There's so many halfbacks that are interested in me. It's actually nuts. It's basically all corners and halfbacks. Although D-tackle, pure power D-tackle, he's a junior. I mean, that's a stopgap. Freshman pure power D-tackle would love that. Another D-tackle who's a freshman would also love that. Vertical threat freshman tight end, yes please. A hybrid free safety, don't hate that. Raw strength right guard. Although I'm pretty sure raw strengths are kind of bad in this game. A dual threat. Oh, Giovanni McCoy was so good at Idaho. Oh my God, he shredded the Grizz in real life one year. Oh damn, you guys I just had a really, really big like nostalgia wave hit me. I would take Giovanni McCoy for sure. I need some tight ends, bro. It's Will I sent you that I got Connor Griffin. Dude's a stud. Yeah, he is a stud. That's sick though. Are there any wide receivers who's really super interested in me? Elusive route runner. Do we have any speedsters? 6'4", 200 speedster. All right, that's fine. I'll add a couple of wide receivers to the board. Three out of 4 on D tackles, 2 out of 3 for quarterbacks. I should be all right. I do kind of need a kicker too, although I've heard walk-on kickers are really, really good in this game. Oh, I appreciate that, GM. Thanks for coming through, man. I mean, I guess I could go after... I wouldn't hate going after any edges, any 3-star edges out there. Power rusher, sophomore from Las Vegas. Although I should probably be paying attention to my pipelines here. All right, chat, let's start throwing some points on here, see if we can get some of these guys. I mean, I'm in a pretty good position for some of these freshmen, which is nice. Hey, Truckin', appreciate that. How's it going, dude? Go proximity to home here. Although I've heard people say that the transfer portal is way more important than going out and getting freshmen. Although this dude is very close to committing, so we'll throw some points on him. We have a handful of people who look pretty close to committing. Especially freshmen. I mean, NC State's going heavy on this dude. A 5-star or a 3-star corner. He's a freshman. I don't really... I mean, sending the house is a lot on that dude, but I could potentially fight off NC State, and he fits my playing style. Would you end up ranked at 19th? I do need Mike Bandy, so this dude's getting a full 50. For sure. Like, heavy 50. I do want Tim Tupa, the quarterback. No one's really going after him, though, so that should be a pretty easy one to pick up. All right, Greg. This is where we start hitting our transfer portal, guys. I really want Greg Burrell. He's so nasty in this. So I'm going to throw 50 on him. I'm going to offer the Scully and put like 25 on this halfback. The 4-star middle linebacker, Ala Ukta. I'm definitely going to throw 50 on him as well. And then the rest, we're going to basically just offer Scullies and throw 25 on and see where we end up. I mean, I'm going after just a lot of players here, so... I don't, Kelly. I didn't get any extra keys this year, unfortunately. Although I might have to throw like 10 on some of these lower guys. You think could be made next week of content? Oh, a lot. This is going to be a really, really good opportunity for people to make a lot of stubs in MLB The Show. Being an unranked school doesn't beating a ranked opponent at home boost your home field advantage? Not always, Aiden. Did Nelson transfer? Nah, Malachi stayed. Luckily, I got my my championship contender high enough where he stuck around. Giovanni McCoy, dude. I love Giovanni McCoy in real life. All right, so I honestly am going to throw 5 on this tight end, and then we're going to go 10 on this receiver. And I'm going to offer Scallies on the bottom 2 guys on my list. All right, chat. And that probably is going to be just fine to move on to this next week of recruiting. Don't get offers and then get put back on your roster. You're not wrong. All right, chat. So that's week 1 off-season recruiting. Let's see how it goes. We should get a couple of recruits here, which we do. 3-star DeAndre Kumar from Magnolia, Texas ends up committing to UTEP. That's actually huge because that should open up some points to put back on the bottom lists. Are you going into year 3? Nah, this is year 2. I mean, we're having like a pretty decent recruiting class as far as it goes. Like right now we have to be top in the Conference USA, right? Yeah, we have the 48th ranked class and we only have 11 commits right now. So it's going pretty well. I don't know why I have the strong safety still on my board considering. All right, the issue is now I have to go through and see if sells make sense on any of these players, and I don't know if they do. Just because, I mean, realistically, like, my grades just are not very good. Although you can probably, I could probably pay attention to see if anyone's really going after any of these other players that I'm going after. I'm sure the 4-star transfer portal guys are going to be getting offers, but as far as like the rest of the players go, all right. So New Mexico State looks to have dropped their offer here on Gordon Henderson. I have a decent chance, looks like, to pick him up. No one's even going after Moffitt, so I should be all right there. Ezekiel Dean, the athlete thumper, looks like he's going to end up here, which is nice. Ekanem, I mean, I think I'm cooked on him if I'm being completely honest. It looks like he's going to end up at NC State. I am in a recruiting battle against TCU for Mafu Bandy, but he has a week 2 off-season visit to TCU. I'm probably cooked on that 4-star, unfortunately. Tupa's going to end up here. Dorian Smith, the free safety, NC State's decided they really want to go after him for some reason, which is unfortunate. Where are we at on Burrell? I seem to be the only person going after Burrell. Arizona State and I are going after Wayshawn Parker together. Looks like UCLA is going to go after Tariq Al-Ukda. I mean, the issue is, especially with these portal guys, it's too early for me to know like what they're interested in. It's pro potential. Damn, my pro potential is actually pretty good, not gonna lie. B+, B+, C-, that has to be good enough to... Yeah, so that's good enough if it... Oh, it can't be that one. Just kidding. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. It has to be that one. That's actually a really, really good... That's a really good sell. That's the only one that it can possibly be, and that's literally like my best possible sell. So we're going to throw a hard sell on him, and honestly, we're kind of in a good place. The deal breakers, I mean, this takes a lot tough. It depends, Tucker. It depends when the All-Star game is over. All right, so this dude is playing style. It's playing style, playing time. There's no way that I know his ideal pitch yet, right? Could be that one. Yeah, I don't know enough yet. And honestly, I think he's probably going to end up going to Arizona State anyways. UTEP is fighting for Kansas with Merritt. We're fighting with Texas State for that recruit. Bro, we're kind of having a battle here for some of these recruits. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think that's where we're going to leave it. Even though I could probably start hard selling some guys, I'm going to give it another week to see if I can get like some of their sells kind of locked in. Dude, I'm kind of terrified right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really am. All right, Merritt, Khan, and Maggio are down to their top 3 apiece. The transfer portal's hectic, and it scares me in this game. All right, we're still looking good for Henderson. We're still looking good for Moffitt. Still looking good for Dean. I mean, it looks like we're going to end up losing Cordell Econom just barely. Unless I could hit a hard sell here. Ooh, A+, B-? Is that good enough? 12? 7? It's good enough for a hard sell. Oh, I might sneak in and get this dude literally last second. With a hard sell? Oh, man, that would be so fucking clutch. If I could just swoop that dude last second. I fucked up too. I shouldn't have been hard selling this dude. I should have been hard selling him, not soft, or not sending the house. Damn, I fucked up this recruitment on this 4-star too. I mean, maybe the hard sell sneaks in. Tupa looks easy locked in. I mean, Dorian Smith looks like he's going to end up going to NC State, so realistically, I probably should just pull out of that. Does look like we're going to end up getting Burrell, which is nice. Parker is going to end up going to Arizona State. I'm going to go ahead and pull out of that. I mean, UCLA for this middle linebacker, maybe I can get the last second like visit and take the lead. We're going to go with a week 4 visit and just see if we get lucky. I think there's at least somewhat of a chance it happens. I mean, Merritt's going to go to Kansas, so we'll go ahead and drop him off our board. I mean, he has a week 3 visit to Texas State. I don't think I'm going to be able to get involved in this either. Martin. I mean, I might need to add a couple more corners to my board, see if there's anyone that's super available. The crazy part is like every time I look here, there's so many people going after people heavy. I mean, I don't know the sell here. I can't waste points by getting an incorrect sell here. We will try to get in on the playing style, pitch. I mean, Giovanni McCoy is going to end up going back to Oregon State, which is where he went after Idaho in real life. So we look good on this tight end. We look good on this wide receiver. We look good on this wide receiver. We look good on the edge. See if we can get in on a couple of corners here right before the end of the transfer portal. Check highest rateds without offers. That's probably a good call, honestly. 3 stars, corners. So there's only one without offers. I guess there's a couple. Freshman. All right, we'll offer a couple of 3-star corners here. What about free safeties? I wouldn't hate. That dude's going from North Texas too. He's a transfer junior, although I don't love that. Although he would be pretty good. Freshman free safety from Illinois. I'm okay getting that on the board. And then I probably do need a quarterback, realistically. Dual threat quarterback, Drew DeShields. Sounds good, brother. All right. What do we? I'm trying to think of what else we could use here. I mean, strong safety is not terrible. We could also try to get a kicker. Our kicker. Although I can't imagine. Yeah, there's literally no kickers in the Power kicker, 3-star with no offers? Yes, please. All right, so all of these guys I should be able to just kind of throw Scallies at and throw 10 points at, and hopefully we'll just be able to take over the #1 spot and get these guys without much in the way of, like, any sort of pushback. Yes. Yeah, you can still get the All-Star vouchers after that content drops. They wouldn't want people to be completely, like, locked out otherwise. All right, so this is week 3. We should be in a pretty good place right now. I should be getting some commits actually after this week, but we'll see. Is there still insta commits? There is. Dude, I'm so sweaty. It's hot as fuck in my room right now. So we end up losing the 4-star to TCU. That sucks. We end up losing... Oh, we ended up losing someone else too. Man, I'm bummed about losing that 4-star freshman to TCU. Literally just had a massive recruiting battle. It just didn't end up working out. We do end up losing that corner to North Texas, unfortunately. So maybe I can add one more corner to my board. Although, fucking, god damn it, bro. UNLV's going super hard on this kid all of a sudden. All right, 50 points it is. Sounds good. We look good on this tight end. Army's going kind of heavy, but we still have a pretty large lead. I mean, we're in a recruiting battle with UCLA, and I just... Oh, we do have a week 4 visit, though. We might have just literally walked ass backwards into this 4-star middle linebacker. God, that would be so clutch. We are going to get Greg Burrell, who should be a really good 1-2 punch with the 5-star running back we picked up. Can I get this dude on a week 4? We can. That should win me this recruitment, too. And we'll throw 50 points at him as well. How do you win the recruiting battles? You just have to be the first person to hit the commitment threshold. All right, so we're looking pretty good. It doesn't really look like USC is super interested in getting in on this corner, but maybe I'll dump some extra points just in case. Took over for a spot on this free safety. We'll put some extra points on him just in case. The one that I kind of really want is the kicker. Was that Penn State, like, jumping in on this dual threat quarterback literally at the last second? Seriously? Brother, did they offer Scully? Jesus Christ, I'm going to lose that to Penn State literally last second. That's so brutal. Maybe if I throw like 25, I can get in on this kicker. All right, let's see if there's any other quarterbacks that have no offers. Plan for recruiting starting the season, go for 5 stars off rip. I'll generally go for like 1 or 2 5 stars if they're in my pipeline. That's literally what it boils down to. Like if a player's in my pipeline, I'm willing to go after him. If they're not in my pipeline, then I won't go after them. I know I have no shot if they're out of my pipeline. There's so many quarterbacks who have no offers. None of them are interested in me, though. Are there any Dante Wallace, but unfortunately he is a pocket passer. I need a dual threat. I mean, I'm assuming everyone past this has offers if they're in the top 3, top 5. Yeah. Is the transfer portal better this year? It's way more hectic. It matters way more than it did last year. All right, so I don't think I got any. Did I sign a single quarterback? I am gonna end up getting Tupa, which that's a little bit better. All right, I need to look real quick at my recruiting board to see. So we're gonna end up getting 3 halfbacks. That's solid. We're gonna end up getting 3 receivers. That should be fine. We'll end up getting a handful of tight ends. That's all right. Got tackles, got guards, got centers. Gonna end up getting 2 edges. Gonna get some outside line or some D tackles, 1 outside linebacker, 2 mics. Hopefully I get that 4-star mic. That would make that a much better situation. I mean, I'm in a battle right now against North Carolina State for this 3-star corner, who's going to be a true freshman. looking good on free safeties. I mean, maybe I can try to pick up a strong safety at start. Nah, I don't really want to bring in any 2 stars if possible. But we'll see how it goes. 3 stars. Strong safeties. All right, there's a lot of people that don't have offers still that I could probably get in on here. Is the strong safety box? Nice hybrid, perfect. All right, so we'll offer him and then give him 20 points, and hopefully that's enough to take us to #1 on his list. Although I can't give him 20 points. That's unfortunate. All right. Is there anyone that I can just throw 5 on? I would sell TGA. I don't think Mickey Mantle's that good personally in this game. Or not in this game, but in MLB The Show. Like, that version of Mickey Mantle isn't that good. All right, chat. Let's see how many recruits we end up getting here. Last week, hopefully this is a 30-person recruiting class if all goes well. Show me 4 stars, specifically 4-star linebackers. Greg Burrell, Las Vegas, Nevada. He was so nasty on my UNLV rebuild. Very happy to add him to UTEP. Braden Pegan commits. Gordon Henderson commits. I didn't get that linebacker, did I? Ezekiel Dean commits. Cordell Econom commits. Tim Tupa, the quarterback, commits, because it goes in star order, right? So I ended up losing out on that linebacker, which is unfortunate. Nico Maggio commits. Grant Lasky, 2-star. Delonte Moffitt. I guess it doesn't go in order if the 2-star showed up. Cody Harris. Please show me a 4-star linebacker. Please show me a 4-star linebacker. I mean, this is a really good recruiting class overall. Like, very happy about how this recruiting class went. Cameron Williams. Yeah, you really do have to be locked in for the... You do have to be locked in for the transfer portal, man. What happened to that middle linebacker? Hello? He did pick UCLA. Damn, that's unfortunate. He has star development too. Oh, that actually hurts the soul. Not gonna lie to you guys. So we do end up just looking through our recruits. Ezekiel Dean does have star development. We'll take that. Any chance at an elite development here out of the portal? I doubt it with going after 3 stars, but it would be kind of sick. So we ended up not even getting the kicker, huh? Oh, we didn't end up in his top 8. All right, guess we have a walk-on kicker. All right, let's look at position changes. One thing that I do kind of need to look up, chat, is I need to see what positions they use for a 4-2-5. If I remember right... Because I need to figure out... Oh, it's your sub linebackers. Okay. So if it's your sub linebackers, I don't really have to need to worry about middle linebackers or outside linebackers. Altoona Curve hat? Yeah, bro. I'm a big Pittsburgh Pirate fan. There's no way we're going into next year with only 1 quarterback on our roster, right? I guess one of them is a... I mean, he's only a 69 overall quarterback. That's kind of brutal. Our quarterback situation, we need to try to hit heavy this year. We need to sign at least 2 quarterbacks probably, especially because I don't think Malachi ends up at UTEP after this. He is going to be in the 80s though. The same with Southern Miss. I mean, that's the hope, man. Burrow's going to end up being my #1 overall running back. He's an 81 overall. Antonio Vernon's going to see the ball a lot though. He does have 94 acceleration, 91 speed. Oh, brother. We brought in some gentlemen. We brought in some gentlemen in the class, chat. Wide receivers, Clay Brooks is a 73 overall. He's going to start for us as a freshman, which is kind of crazy. But that's what happens when you just don't have very many good options. Ja'Cory Thurman comes in. He's immediately my #1 tight end. Love to see it. I mean, our situation is dire. I need to change some of those left guards to right guards. really good Tamar Johnson or Connor Griffin card. Hopefully we get cards for the Future Star game, because I would take a Connor Griffin from that for sure. He's a dog. That's what I love to hear. All right, are we good on right tackles? I'm going to be starting a true freshman right tackle. Nico Maggio is a 70 overall as a freshman. That's not bad. D tackle, 79, 73, 71, 71. Okay. Dude, our defense is going to struggle this year. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, chat. We don't have a kicker on our roster. Hopefully we get a nasty kicker in speed rushing left end, which is fixed this year, to be honest. 88 acceleration. I mean, what are you as your 88 acceleration, 90 speed? Can you play safety, brother? Yeah. That dude's gonna go be a safety. 2 years, 145 million for Devin Booker. Holy fuck, bro. That's an absurd amount of money. That's actually nuts. All right, chat. Here's to hoping we get some big upgrades in the upgrade week here, because otherwise we are going to be hurting. We are going to be hurting. Although we do get some coach skills, which is going to be nice, because I'm going to upgrade my running backs next. We're going to go defensive line upgrades. Actually, we're going to go secondary is the answer. Do the custom coaches in 26 still all look like they're in college? I mean, my dude looks a little bit older than college, but not much. All right, training results, chat. Here we go. Malachi, please have went up substantially. Greg Burrell's up to an 82. He gets a +1. Malachi does go up to an 82. He gets a +3. Carroll gets a +4. Who's my biggest grower here? Who's a grower, not a shower? Can you not search by who went up the most? That's tough. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I mean, at least Malachi is going to be very, very solid. Burrell's also going to be, I mean, he's going to be my starting running back. But that, although the 5-star, I mean, with how much they're going to get touches, Burrell actually might not be my starter. Is he's a sophomore? We'll see. I mean, to be fair, I have a lot of 2 running back sets, and my running backs get a lot of touches. I have Penn. Yep. Which it's very possible you know me from that. All right, Thurman goes up to a 75 overall as a tight end, which you do love to see. 71 overall left tackle, Parsons. 68 overall left guard. Damn, my center goes up to a 75 overall. That should help substantially. Right guard's up to a 70, right tackle 60. I think my starting right tackle is going to be a 67 overall, true freshman. That's worrisome. Maggio's up to a 72. 75 overall for Taylor Barracks. D tackle, we have an 81-77. Honestly, we've went up 5 overall, and it does kind of feel like we went up 5 overall, if I'm being real. At corner, 81. Dude, our corner situation is dire. Free safety, Wyrick's up to a 76. 90 speed, 93 acceleration. We'll take that. 85 overall, 89 speed, 92 acceleration for Smith. And I still don't have a kicker on my roster. How come you decide to manually upgrade? I kind of like the randomness of auto upgrades. Team looks pretty good for the CUSA, although we're moving to the Mountain West because that's the real life change that UTEP goes in year 2. We're gonna rebuild the Pac-12, and we're gonna move UTEP and who else to the Mountain West. Do I have to encourage any transfers? I can't imagine I do, man. Yes, we have 76 on my team. That's fine. Custom conferences. All right, let me pull up this conference realignment real quick. All right, so the Pac-12 adds Colorado State, Utah State, Fresno State, San Diego State, Boise State, and Texas State. Colorado State. I mean, I probably could just go straight to the Mountain West and do this way quicker. So Colorado State goes to the Pac-12. Utah State goes to the Pac-12. Boise State goes to the Pac-12. I mean, the Mountain West is just getting absolutely just manhandled. Fresno State, San Diego State, Texas State. It's a weird fucking conference, man. Basically, the Mountain West was like, what if all of our teams just went and joined the Pac-12? Colorado State, Utah State, Fresno State, San Diego State. What am I missing here? Fresno State gets added. And then Texas State. And then I need to fix them. Texas State. Just call it the state conference, right? Northern Illinois goes to the Mountain West. But I do need to set the conference rules to make sure we have number of conference games. 7 is accurate. Allegiant Stadium works there. Is there any protected opponents? Why are protected opponents disabled? Can I turn that on? Apparently not. Oh, I guess with an 8-team conference, you have to play every other team. So there's no need for protected. That makes sense. All right, so Mountain West gains UTEP. So we'll be headed to the Mountain West this year. We make their conference prestige better. And we will be gaining NIU from the MAC. And then Conference USA has enough to have a full conference, so that's fine. So that should be all of the changes, I think. Adds Western Kentucky, Middle Tennessee to the Sun Belt West? Really? Western Kentucky, Middle Tennessee. Are they in the... where are those? Are they in the Sun Belt? No, that's what I'm looking at. Where the fuck is Western Kentucky? They're in Conference USA too. All right, cool. So that changed Western Kentucky to the Sun Belt is technically not like a guarantee, but it's something that's been pretty heavily rumored. Oh, Penn, that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. Don't give me a baseball team to rebuild. Go Colorado Rockies, dude. All right, so the Mountain West is full of not very prestigious schools, although Hawaii was actually pretty good in this last season, and UNLV is a 74 overall. So it's going to be different little vibes here in the Mountain West. Although we play our conference championship. Where's the Mountain West play their conference championship? Is it just home team? Isn't it at Allegiant? Or am I wrong? Oh, no, it is best conference record. Okay. Sounds good. Run the Mountain West for Kim, not complaining. They'll probably get a few CFB bids. It wouldn't surprise me if they did it all. Peter, thank you for that follow. All right, so it is conference leader home. Sounds good. And there shouldn't, because there's 8 guaranteed games, there shouldn't be any protected opponents. All right, chat. Sounds good. They are, Kyle. Yeah, that happens. Have they made good changes? If you enjoyed CFB 25, they basically took everything that was good in 25 and made it better for 26. So, all right. Hopefully we can do a little bit better with recruiting. Our grades should be a little bit better, chat, which should help our ability to like recruit 3 and 4 stars. I am looking like I'm going to lose everyone in the portal already going into year 2. Definitely not going to let that give me a bunch of fucking anxiety. Got to make sure we set up this opponents. They have me playing Michigan week 3 at the Big House. At least we have weeks 4 and week 5 for visits. That's going to be really, really clutch. They have me playing Michigan and Alabama. Nope, that's okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. CFB 2016? UL Monroe, Peter. Did you add Middle Tennessee to the conference? I did not, Aiden. I don't know who to play here, chat. I don't know if I really want to play up. I could play Delaware. I would like a winnable game here, though. Something like UConn might make sense. UMass. I don't actually hate USF. Let's go USF, but at home. Which will put us in a decent... Dude, they have me playing Oklahoma week 1 and Michigan week 3. Can you guys not? Holy piss, chat. Why not play the games they give you? Dude, they were trying to give me 3 Power 5 schools here. RIP championship contender? That's crazy, dude. I mean, I'm definitely down to play like a P5, but I don't want it to be that. I could go play on the road at Virginia Tech. I think you should roll with the punches and win? You mean roll with the punches and get absolutely blown out? I mean, Virginia Tech's only a 71 overall, so that's not like a crazy. I could also go play Virginia. Although we would get to see the walkout on the road. Fuck it. Virginia Tech, we roll, chat. Alright, let's set up the recruiting board real quick. Actually, before I do that, I want to go set my depth chart in red shirt. So we do have to worry about losing some recruits, especially with a 5-star and a 4-star. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to start Burrow or their 5-star. I mean, the 5-star is 5 overall points worse, but he is more athletic. The positive is he is going to get a lot of playing time. He's going to get a lot of snaps as the number 2 back in our offense. So I think I'm going to stick with Burrow as the starter and Vernon as the backup. Maybe we go to Vernon a little bit later in the year. We have a true freshman as our backup quarterback in case something goes wrong with Malachi Nelson. I will say Claybrooks probably does have playing time. I mean, 89 speed, 91 acceleration. I wouldn't hate the potential of putting him out there early. I'll move him up to the 4 slot, and he should still see the field a lot, I would guess. And I could actually make him my gadget guy if I wanted to. Or actually, no, I'll make that running back my gadget guy. Price tag the Royals? I mean, listen. We'll take it. It's been so bad, bro. It's literally been so brutal to be a Pirate fan this year. All right, so he has proximity home, so I don't really need to worry about him for a couple years. Left tackle, Parsons is starting, 71 overall. Left guard, 70 overall freshman is starting, 75 overall center, 70 overall right guard, and a 70 overall right tackle. Honestly, that could be worse. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Offensive line's kind of come together. Oh, you're in the North Show 9 shows every night? Wait, who am I talking to? Oh, wait, got you. You watch him every night. Got it. I was going to say, I didn't know if you were actually in them. I like the chat. Got it. Okay, that makes more sense. I need to do a little bit more work with the North Shore 9 guys. Dude, I absolutely love them. All of my interactions with them have been fantastic. Why does this game do this, chat? Why does it make, like, your primary left edge rushers right edge rushers and vice versa? Do you guys understand why that happens? I've never for the life of me understood why it decides that your best edge rusher on one side is just going to play the other side. Not Donardo or Jim. I thought maybe maybe you were like Tyler and I just didn't know your Twitch chat. Let's go. Dude, winning a Heisman in this game is going to feel really, really good. We actually, I'm going to be honest, chat, our defense might not be absolute dog water. Might not be absolute dog water. We might be kind of decent. Dean, the freshman, he has A+ playing time too. So he's going to get a lot of snaps, bro. Championship contender. We have B championship contender. B+ is what we need to keep him. We should have gotten a kicker. We have 78 kick power, 56 kick accuracy on a freshman walk-on kicker. Oh, brother. I do think I kind of want that running back, that freshman running back, to return kicks and punts for me, too. I just want him to get more touches, more opportunities to get on the field. Third down running back. We'll make Vernon our third down back, too, to get him more on the field there. Burrell's our power back. Slot receiver. I don't hate Clay Brooks in that. Physical route runner. Not as good catch and or actually way better catch in traffic and better spectacular catch. All right. You're our slot. Freshman running or wide receiver is the slot. Once again, why are you switching this up to make my left ends my right ends and my right ends my left ends? Never makes any sense to me. Where is... Wow, Maggio's only a 65 overall rush end, huh? 81... I mean, he has 81... Or I guess he has 77 power moves, 68 finesse moves. I mean, he's still better. I don't understand the depth chart setting in this game sometimes. Are you doing a rebuild? Yeah, I'm rebuilding UTEP. 2D tackles is my rush D tackles. My sub backers. I actually have fairly good speed in my linebacking core, which is kind of nice. Although Wilson needs to be the starter here. Wilson. Though I don't love 77 speed out there, if I'm being honest. Hawkins will be the third. Pirates tied it up? I can't believe it. I play the season, Cam, but I'm an offensive coordinator, so technically I don't play like 100% of the games. All right, then at Gadget, I mean, he's an 87 overall Gadget player. Wandame Davis. I'm going to go Vernon as my second Gadget player. All right, chat. And then we can go do some red shirting here. Can the Red Sox play the Rockies and Nats every game? If you guys could, you'd win the AL East. Damn, that's rough, Nick. Nothing like getting fired from a job. Does Bruner, does he need... Nah, he's coach prestige. So we can afford to... Although I guess we really can't afford to redshirt anyone, because we end up getting down to our fourth running back like somewhat often. So I think I'm actually kind of cooked on that. Lepke gonna get redshirted. Turner's our starter at left guard, which is actually nuts. Pro potential is Kumar. The game CPU grind can't connect since. Tough, Cody. That's so brutal. I wonder if like PlayStation Network's actually having some issues. PlayStation Network has issues a lot, so our proximity to home is his deal breaker. That's fine. We do have C+ conference prestige, which is technically better than Conference USA, so we'll take that. Yeah, Penn, exactly. But I also have my running back like sub-in on wear and tear to be set pretty aggressively. I could probably make it a little bit less aggressive, especially because my number 1 and number 2 running backs are so good this year. So we'll probably do a little bit of messing around with that and see how it ends up playing out. I need to be not afraid to run a shit ton. Oh my god. Both of these guys are playing time deal breakers. I mean, they're not going to play this year. So we're way ahead on that. If it ends up getting bad, then we'll look to get them more on the field. What's up, Coop? Yeah, that's crazy, Cody. All right, so actually, thank you for mentioning that. For auto subs, we're going to turn it down a little bit. No, I feel that, Pen. That's how I like to play, too. But the wear and tear on the custom out, like, maybe we go down to 75 and 85? 77 and 87. 76 and 86. That should work. Brewers are still hot. Clav, they're crushing it right now. All right, chat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the prospect boards just to see what our options are here. Any 5 stars. 5 stars at all that are in my pipeline and I can go after. All right, so we do have Kai Moncrief, a gadget wide receiver, who is technically in our pipeline. We also have a couple other, a speedster 5-star wide receiver would actually be kind of nasty. A bump and run championship contenders is deal breaker. Are any of these guys proximity to home? Although this free safety's A+ playing time, and he wants playing time as his deal breaker, that might need to be the move, bro. Although this wide receiver, the physical route runner, wants playing time too. We might actually go after a couple of 5-stars here. That's not something I would normally tell you guys to do, but here it might make sense. Can you give a quick explanation on dev traits? Yeah, so normal is the slowest dev trait. What is it? Elite is the highest dev trait. Of course, you're looking for the best possible dev traits at all times because it increases how quickly your players develop. All right, so here's the thing though, chat. Like, I can't go after purely 5-stars and 4-stars. Are there any 4-stars who have interest in us? Oh shit, they are. Mike, corner. That corner's in our vicinity too. Like, there's people who are interested in us. The issue is they're not in our pipelines. So I'm not really going to go after someone that's not in pipelines. Although pure power left edge, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Then 3-stars, go after people who are interested in us. Got a backfield threat halfback. Pocket passers are absolutely worthless. Although I do need some quarterbacks. How many quarterbacks are interested in us? Dual threat athlete? Yep. Dual threat athlete from North Carolina? Yep. I don't need pure runner. Okay. Look at halfbacks that have interest. There's a lot of halfbacks that have interest in us. That's crazy. 620th ranked player in the nation. Love to see that. The East-West playmakers look like they're going to be the best builds in this game. North-South blocker. Yes, Jace. Preferably... What am I feeling? S'mores, please. Thank you for messaging me here. S'mores. Better recruit a kicker? Yeah, I need to recruit a kicker, especially for next year. Is there anyone in our who's interested in a pipeline here? I mean, East-West playmaker, Spring, Texas, tier 2 pipeline. That puts us in a really, really good position. Wide receivers, we technically only need one. We're going after a 5-star. I'm not overly curious about or concerned with going after more. Although if there's anyone in our pipelines, I don't hate that. It's all contested specialists, bro. That just means they're slow as molasses. Upset Texas is UTSA? Hell yeah. Yeah, Jace, I didn't have my sound on, so. .678 rated physical route running tight end. Oh, he's only 6'2". I don't love that out of my 10 tight end position. Oh, I guess people can... No, they don't increase in height, though. I don't love 6'2" at tight end, bro. Need 2 tackles. Once again, we're focusing on our pipelines here. 3 guards. I love tier 2 pipelines. Give me tier 2 pipelines all day, every day, bro. How long are you on for? Probably not crazy longer. I'll try to play at least the first game of the season. And then it's probably time to jump off because it looks like JC's going to be home in a second. 2D tackles. I don't need outside linebackers. We don't run that many linebackers on this team. I wouldn't mind another couple of corners, though, especially if they're in our pipelines. Bump and run 616. Love it. And then looks like we need a shit ton of strong safeties. That dude's Texas pipeline. Love it. Coverage special. Ooh, I don't love JUCOs, though. I can't believe I don't have an Oklahoma pipeline. All right, we'll look at kickers. Obviously, I don't love accurate builds. I prefer power builds. That works. Tommy Pham is the best. Dude, I can't believe Tommy Pham is actually starting to kind of get it together though. Kind of nuts when you think about it. I mean, it wants me to go after outside linebackers, but what I actually think I want to do is go after some edges. Yeah, he's playing out of it. He literally got his eyes checked, and all of a sudden he turned into the next coming. It's actually nuts. Appreciate that, Philly. I don't love JUCO options. All right, that works. So we're at 31 of 35 targets. That should be more than enough. I'm just going to go through and offer Schollies right now. Realistically, when you're a lower tier school, you can't really get away with scouting as much. Although, how many points do you need for... So you'd be 31 times 5, right? $155 is what we're looking for here. All right, so we can do a little bit of scouting, I guess. I'm curious about these two quarterbacks, if we're being honest. 80 speed, 85 acceleration with 93 throw power. That dude actually looks kind of nuts, not gonna lie. All right, this athlete I'm gonna take off the board. This quarterback's the better quarterback, so we're just gonna leave him on. Halfbacks, 84 speed. Don't love that, although speed has been nerfed pretty substantially this year. 89 speed though, do enjoy that. I will still offer this running back a Scully. This 5-star wide receiver is really where things get interesting. 92 acceleration, 91 speed with press poke, 50-50 and clear-headed. Yep. '87 speed, 97 acceleration. I actually don't hate that. I'm going to favorite this wide receiver, by the way, along with the quarterback. '83 speed, 84 acceleration on a tight end. Do like that quite a lot. Oh, dude, that guy actually looks very solid. That right tackle, well-rounded. I mean, raw strength is tough because they don't actually upgrade that well. Although that dude was a very, very good run blocker, which matters a lot in my offense. All right, I'm going to have to pick like 3 or 4 guys to throw 50 points on, and then the rest is just going to be like 10. My whole board is just going to be a bunch of people with like 10 points on it. Although being that a lot of these players are in my pipelines, that should put me in a pretty good position with a lot of them, I'm not going to lie. I really care about, especially early on, the 5 stars and the 4 stars just make such a big difference on your team that getting like 1 or 2 can really completely change how your team like performs moving forward. Five-star corner. Yep. I'm curious to see what that dude looks like. '92 speed, 95 acceleration out of a corner. Oh, dude, we're already locked on both of those guys. Hopefully we can get that 5-star and 4-star corner. That would really change our defensive backfield. The only thing is, realistically, I don't know if I'm going to be at not at North Texas, at UTEP after this year. Adam, if you enjoyed CFB 25, this game basically took all of that and made it better across the board. So, like, that really should be what you're thinking about. If you enjoyed CFB 25, you're going to enjoy this game a lot too. All right, I can add 1 more person to my board. We're probably going to go try to find another dual threat quarterback. Because realistically, like, I think there's a real chance that Malachi Nelson transfers out after this year, which would hurt us pretty substantially, not going to lie. Not looking for a JUCO. Beaumont, Texas. And he's in our 2-tier pipeline. Guys will follow a coach to another school through the portal. Agreed. And the unfortunate part is it felt like they had mentioned that was going to be the case before CFB 25 came out, and it's just definitely not the case. All right, chat. So with that recruiting board set up, custom schedule set up, we have a really, really big week 1 game against Virginia Tech on the road. So, yes, Steve, but only if your head coach leaves, right? So if I could theoretically get the head coaching job at UTEP, if my head coach were to get a better job offer. At one point, yeah, they had mentioned it at one point, and then it just really never ended up being the case. All right, so 5 stars. We're going to go all in on both of these guys. I mean, maybe we get lucky. If I had to, if I was a betting man, we're not, because we're going against Alabama on 1, although it doesn't look like Texas, Ohio State, or Kansas State really went that heavy into any of them. I mean, listen, chat. I'm not a betting man. I don't feel great about these players, but they're not getting super heavily recruited. I mean, I want the 4-star corner more than anything, and I feel like I can beat out Kansas for recruitment. Maybe Ionius. If they offered me the job, it'd be pretty hard to leave. All right, do I have enough to, like... I have a lot of players that I have 50 points in right now, and I don't love that, if I'm being honest. Your goal is to basically just not get locked out on most of these kids. So putting any amount of points, especially in the 4-star or 3 stars, will generally put you in a pretty good position. I really do want the corners, though, if we're being honest. We're going to put 10 on both the corners. Five on the tight ends. And on the right tackle. I do, Bren. What's up? Still going to be playing MLB heavy? Yeah, we're just in a dry point. Like, this week when we get the All-Star Game content, like, it's going to be full steam ahead back on MLB The Show. Tommy Pham's 3 for 4. What a world we live in where all of a sudden Tommy Pham has turned into a really good player. That's actually nuts. All right, putting any points, especially on these players who are in pipelines, putting any points on them should be enough to, like, keep me a little bit safe off the cut line. What kind of athlete is this? Dual threat? All right, we'll give him 10 as well. The 2 quarterbacks will give 10. Everyone else will give 5. All right, let's see if we can prevent being locked out here on some players going into next week. Although I am curious to see if there's any 5 stars who just aren't getting recruited, especially if we get locked out of a 5-star or 2. Which we don't. We don't. No, we did. We did. We got locked out of a handful of players here, and it's probably some players we were putting some serious points into. So, was it just deal breaker lockouts or what? Oh, we didn't get locked out anyone. I thought we did. Interesting. Did we jump into the top 5 on anyone? We dropped into the top 5 on Bobby Knapp, who unfortunately looks like he's already going to go to Texas. We did jump in on Tommy Kitchens, which I don't feel great about that recruitment either. It is still early. Like, maybe we put just a bunch of points into these guys and we put ourselves in a good position. I am kind of curious, though. Is there any 5 stars who just didn't get any offers? Because if so, I might need to, like, go out of my way to look at those guys. There is a halfback that didn't get any offers. He's a contact seeker, too, which actually would be kind of nice. Although Wisconsin's looks to be one of 2 players who went after this physical route runner. If that holds pat, I might need to try to go get into that recruitment. All right, chat. Big game against Virginia Tech here. Game 1 on the season. We're 69 overall. They're a 71 overall. But unfortunately, we are walking in to a very, very hostile environment. I'm excited to see Enter Sandman for the first time. Part of the reason that I picked Virginia Tech this game number 1. Why do you get locked out? Because you don't meet their deal breaker or don't make it into their top 5 before they cut down.
We're at Virginia Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. We've got a terrific matchup.
They have a 69 offense? Yeah. 69, nice.
And it ought to be a fantastic class.
Hey, babe.
As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UTEP Miners. Taking
I have not. I've just been streaming the whole time.
the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman.
I did not know. It went pretty well, Anthony. We lost a lot of players. We ended up losing like 40 players total between graduation and transfer portal. Probably closer to 50, actually. But we were able to get like 20-plus prospects in the transfer portal. Warm within, keep you free from sin. To the Sandman he comes. I respect that, Ben. All right. Not going to be intimidated by the 70,000 people currently in the stands screaming Metallica. Let's lock in. Greg Burrell into the game along with Vernon, our 5-star running back. Our offensive line is a little bit better. We have max stadium pulse.
They'll give it to the back.
I mean, we'll take that, though. Four yards in a cloud of dust. That'll put us in a really good position. We're going to come back and run to the triple option here with Malachi. See if we can get out.
Second and 6.
What's up, Thamus? That's so cool, Ben.
Here comes the option.
Oh, Malachi.
To seam wide open.
Hell yeah, bro.
And he keeps
Good shit. Good shit.
a good decision there, and it
I mean, this
gives
is kind of exactly what we needed to happen coming out here.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Nelson.
Oof. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Run down their throat. That's basically the football style I need to play here, man.
All right, guys, let's step
That's what we're set up to do.
The only
This is the first game of the year, year 2.
inside the
They have to fix all the rain games. I've only had 2 rain games so far. I'm enjoying it a lot, Thamus, honestly. If you enjoyed CFB 25, you're going to enjoy this game. It just is what it is.
Coming into this year, these players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football.
All right, 3rd and 4. Getting some read options going. You love to see it. You win it all season 1 now. I did win a bowl game and won our conference, though, so that's a pretty successful season in year 1, if we're being honest.
Players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
I need you to come down with that. 4th and 4 on the road at midfield.
hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short.
I'm gonna do it.
Side of the field. They're expecting quick.
Fuck it, chat.
throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where.
Hopefully
they were on
soon,
the
Chase.
field.
You made the CFB. Nah, I just won a bowl game.
Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for
Picks up.
1st down.
Let's go, baby.
Call. You're right around midfield. 4th down on your
Yeah, that was
opening
ballsy.
drive, so you
That's
want
ballsy. Go for it on the first drive of the year, but you got to set the tone, bro.
in your offensive line up front to get it done.
I mean, there's just
with your
nowhere,
offense.
nothing, nowhere at all to go there.
This one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Quick toss.
Woo, okay. 3rd and 10, unfortunately. It might look like that going for it's not even going to come back to help us that much.
Facing a 3rd.
I'm going to run, instead of running this dude on a stick, I'm going to run him down the field because if they're in man coverage, that really should open up the ability to throw underneath to one of these guys running. Well, I mean, he's just not apparently going to hear the...
Might be
All right, there he gets it.
Looking
They were not in man coverage. I'm attacking down the middle of the field.
Moves it downfield.
Yes, sir, Vernon, the 5-star freshman, first catch of the season, and he takes it to the house. Elite speed out of the slot. That's a big play to quiet the crowd early on, bro. Hell yeah, the 5-star freshman, one of his first touches, house call. coming in and showing that he can be a dynamic playmaker right off the get.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work.
That's huge, bro.
Start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Able to scrounge 3 yards.
Man, that felt good. That felt really good. Shout out Virginia Tech. That's the plan, bro.
Down now back to the line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it.
Triple option coming in clutch too here. We're getting a lot of yards around the triple option right now.
Guys, let's talk for just a minute about
Weenie got to play again. Nah, if we win, we're calling it a night. I appreciate JC for letting me stream for 4 hours tonight, man.
now they've got to figure out how to best use that.
Game doesn't look that great. Honestly, if you enjoyed CFB, like I've been saying, if you enjoyed CFB 25, you're going to enjoy this game a lot. It just is what it is. Like, the game's very similar, but they took all of the issues with CFB 25 and just made them better for 26. All right, we're going to go quarterback blast here. Just need 1 yard.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to
We get it. Out of baby Malachi.
field goal kicker's range. They've got it
You gambled away 800. I'm 16. How the fuck are you gambling at 16, bro?
I love offensive play callers that are
That's crazy.
going for it on
Although next game against FCS, which is perfect because that means the game after that is Michigan.
you might be able to be
So a nice little tune-up at FCS before we have to go play at the big house is tough. Gambling addiction at 18 or 16 is wild. You're not wrong. That's crazy, bro.
Liners are moving quickly down the field.
You can't be gambling away all your money at that age, bro.
Off the play fake on first down.
Gee Willikers. No shot that I just threw out a sack straight to him.
He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Oh my god, that's so brutal. Is it still FCS Midwest, etc.? It is, Nick. Unfortunately, the FCS teams aren't in the game, which I would absolutely love as a Montana Grizzly fan. The line interceptions are awful. That's the first one I've had this year, but that sucks. Play MLB The Show? I will eventually, but not tonight.
Nelson.
Obviously, we're going to be getting back into it with the All-Star content coming out. Recruiting's way more realistic, Dom. It's hard to get high recruits as a low-rated team.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense.
Can I run this to the strong side instead of the weak side?
It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line them up in different places.
Hold on.
And even throw 'em the football.
Five-star freshman gets another carry there. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that when you ordered it. It looks like it. And it doesn't look like it takes up very much space at all. Yeah, it's not bad. Vernon gets a second carry and does fight for the first down. I would love kind of a speed option here, although a Texas route with this 5-star could be kind of nasty, although he's the opposite side, so that's unfortunate. I made the schedule, Nick. Although they wanted me to play Alabama and Michigan this year, I said no to that, but I did replace it with another, at least, Power 5 school. What's so good about this game? I mean, if you played CFB 25, it's just a better version of that, which is kind of exactly what I wanted out of the game.
Red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Damn. I didn't want to pitch that at all, but the way that that player, the person I was supposed to be reading got blocked, it forced me in a position where I had to pitch that. Didn't play 25? You were missing out, bro. Hope we get a free J-Ram or Cattell. I think Cattell's more likely than J-Ram.
One period in the books, and let's take a
You get a great O'Neal Cruz home run derby strikeout card. Don't do that to O'Neal. He's way too important to the Pirates moving forward.
now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
All right, chat. Back at it in the second quarter. Chance to put up more points here on Virginia Tech. 3rd and inches.
They had a chance to talk over this.
Can't alter the schedule for year 1. Exactly, Ionius. That's how I feel about it, too. Because year 1 is the real schedule, so... Vernon's going to get into the end zone again? The 5-star has 2 touchdowns on the day. Oh, this guy might be a difference maker. This is the Altoona Curve, which is the Pirates AA team, Nick. Tomorrow, Aiden. Contact to be important? I mean, contact's overrated in today's game. He does need to have a higher OPS, though. But if he hits like 240, but hits 35 home runs, I will not care in the slightest.
On the option. He'll toss it.
Tough.
That one will
Speed option didn't end up working for us there.
defense all over that pitch on the
The positive is I am able to run the football pretty effectively against Virginia Tech. The unfortunate part is I literally can't do anything else. So,
grabbed in the middle. It's Brown.
3rd and 4.
Grab it, not quite enough for the first down, but a good
This motion play action wide receiver swing has been kind of nice. And it's going out to the freshman Claybrooks. Just need 4 yards, and they're in man coverage. Kind of love that.
Back to pass, it's Nelson.
Let's go.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got
It's like Josh Ringer did in your Miami Ohio Red. Dude, there's so many players from my early game dynasties last year that I remember so fondly. Like, honest to goodness, Curtis Strickland, dude, my 2-time Heisman winning quarterback at Ball State was the GOAT. Was literally the GOAT. That's dope. Actually, that's really, really cool.
The Miners
Nice.
with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Goes to the
Dude,
option.
Vernon's shifty too. I just need to get him more into the open field. I don't know if I want to run another triple option back to back, but we're gonna do it. Man, that's crazy, Tracy. You're 28's nuts. If the Grizz were in this game though, I would be doing the exact same thing. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna beat him to the corner. I didn't. 4th and 1, we're gonna go for this. We're gonna be hyper aggressive in this game. We're the underdogs.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of
I'm running, it's the generic spread option. But I already have 3 to 4 plays to just tease the CPU. Nah, I use revamped Cowboy. That's what I prefer. Got a baby Malachi. Way to do your job. Get the first down. Love to see it.
But not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Goodness gracious, that's 3 for 3.
Although it's hard to cheese the CPU, or at least I found it hard to cheese the CPU so far on Heisman.
Always gonna make this happen, and defensively, just keep trying to get
Turning it on.
I really don't love the amount of hits that I'm giving to my quarterback right now, but he's running the ball so effectively that I can't go away from it.
At the 34. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for
Dude, it's crazy how good the CPU defenders are at like making plays in the backfield or running down plays from the backside. I've had like a handful of plays that just get blown up because the backside defenders just absolutely run downhill and make the play.
sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
But speaking of the Grizz, my brother, a former CFB player coach, has been to a ton of stadiums, says Montana's by far the loudest he's been to. He's not the only person that will tell you that, bro. The Grizz Stadium it's nuts. That shit's loud. It's the way that it's set up is funnels the sound right back into the stadium. I mean, we are just gonna go ahead and do it again, chat. I will say, quarterback blast, kind of cheesy. Don't care. Short yardage situations. Fonzo, thank you for that follow. Are you enjoying CFP 26? I'm enjoying it a lot, dude. This game basically took every. Oh no! No! Oh my god. All right, fair enough. I was abusing that. The game deserved. What do you mean, Evan? Yeah, this year's game does feel substantially better than last year. Burl, if he could have broken a tackle there, that would have been solid.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Is that the mic? I like that they added the animations for Madden too, where like players walk around pre-snap. It adds so much realism. Well, this tight end might be a problem, bro. Now it might be a time for me to go back to Penn State's playbook. Well, I have 59 seconds. Need to get to the ball here. Oh, it's crazy, Evan. I mean, it's a lot, man, but it should be a really, really good content drop. So we're going to take one of our timeouts here. Leaves us with only one. I don't love, but...
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little...
5-star Vernon gets the ball into the open field. Is he going to win the race to the pylon? The third touchdown of the first half for the 5-star freshman. 2 through the air and 1 on the ground. This kid might be a difference maker for the program. Holy God, this kid might be the truth.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work.
Christopher, it depends if we really want to sweat or not. I play on Heisman, but I do think All-American is kind of a nice mix of being difficult, but not like being super punishing.
Give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm enjoying it a lot, dude. I think tomorrow a lot of people are going to get the game and be very happy with the changes.
Negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get
Got tired of cut? I mean, I've never once in my life played cut, so...
They're the ones that make it go.
Dude, oh my God.
And the defense holds
All right, it's 21-7 right now, though. We have shown up heavy on the road at a Power 5 school.
By this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Good ball to the other freshman, Clay Brooks, the 4-star wide receiver who's our starting slot. Makes a big play, gets it deep. Malachi Nelson now has a 152 and 2 tutties on the day.
Man, that's a really nice job.
I mean, Jarrett, I would play vouchers personally, especially if you're going to still be playing MLB The Show moving forward. Oh, Burrow's going to win that race to the end zone, and we might be having a little bit of a route here, chat. Listen, I did not expect to be able to walk into Virginia Tech's house and do this, but here we are. Agreed, Victoria. I need the FCS more than I need air as a Montana alum, man. Oh my God. Read option did not work at all there. I kind of want, oh dude, if I can have any time to throw this football at all, this could be a touchdown. The issue is I don't think I'm gonna have time to throw it. Nope, I had it though. I had it. Vernon had that dude beat. Had him absolutely cooked. That sucks. I had it. Probably not an online one. It just takes so much time to run. I don't feel like I have that amount of time to put into the game, if I'm being honest.
From the gun, wants to pass.
One-on-one?
Down the right side.
Nope. Nothing. 4th and 15. We'll take the punt here. I'm on Heisman. Elijah.
It's 4th down. The Miners will punt this one away.
Good punt there. Should prevent the return. All right. Should be getting the ball back in the 4th quarter if everything goes well. Still 28-13. Now it's just time to start imposing our will running the football. It doesn't matter, Christopher. It's the same roster regardless. Dude, I mean, listen, we haven't run the ball super well here, which is kind of our bread and butter, but it's hard to argue with how well the team has played overall. 6 yards. I mean, that was technically all Malachi and just handed it off to the running back the last second, but
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. And
no way, dude. There's no way I'm challenging that. There's no way. There's 0% chance I didn't get the first down there.
and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage.
No, it really does twist. They're doing 2 weekend classics this ranked season.
The coach has called a timeout.
I don't know, Victoria. 9-minute quarter length.
Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Yeah, bro. I was way past the line. That was an easy first down. Refs, you trying to screw me here or what? That's crazy. That wasn't even close, dude. That was like a full yard over the line.
The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge
15 against an ACC team. We've developed a pretty good team. The big thing is, though, we have a really, really good quarterback here. Like, our quarterback, former 5-star with elite development.
What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Get out.
Now the pitch. He has the first.
That baby Burrell. First time that I've really gotten him into the open field in this game. That's the issue, is Penn State's playbook doesn't have the option that I'm looking for. But Penn State's playbook is a way better running playbook than the spread option. It's like way more varied running. Like, the only thing I can really run successfully in the spread option playbook is options.
First down, it's 2nd and 10. After the run, now to throw. Makes the catch.
Reason why you chose 9-minute quarters, because it gives me what feels to be a little bit more realistic statistics.
You can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this.
Oh, please let this block up, bro.
They'll try to bully their way for the first.
It did. Let's go.
Down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this drive feels like it's just
We're cooking. We're absolutely cooking right now. Taking time off the clock. Unranked UTEP's going to walk into Virginia Tech and looks like it's going to put an L on him. Enter Sandman couldn't do anything to rattle these kids. This would be an all-time choke, by the way, if I ended up losing this game after saying that.
Back to throw, it's Nelson.
No, holy piss. Why did he go up? I thought both of those were outs. Oh, God, that was almost horrendous. All right, Vernon running across the middle here. We're going to have Brooks with an opportunity to make a play. They do blitz. Clay Brooks is wide open, and he has a lot of open space in front of him. Clay Brooks having a very, very good game in his first game of his career. 4 catches, 61 yards. Has made some really, really big catches. Now we're going to get Vernon into space on the corner here, and he will win the race to the pylon, and that's going to be his 4th touchdown. The 5-star freshman making his impact immediately in this game, bro. What's up, Evan? Dude, that kid might be the truth. Did you go to UTEP? I did not, no.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And
This kid legitimately might be the truth. Although I probably, up this much, I probably shouldn't just be taking unnecessary shots to my quarterback, but how long are you going to stream till today? This is probably my last game if I was a betting man. This is year 2, Daniel. Game 1 of year 2, actually. Let's see if we can get this. I'd imagine they're going to blitz here, which they don't, but are able to get it to the 5-star freshman again, and he has some open space in front of him. Going to convert for the first down. Tech is about to plummet in the polls. Yeah, although Tech, I don't actually think is ranked. That's part of the reason that I chose him. Seemed to be a little bit of an easier P5. They wanted me to go to Alabama week 1 when they set the schedule, and that's just not going to happen here. How was your recruiting class year 1? I think it was like a top 40 class. I ended up getting 1 5-star, so that really made the recruiting class look better. I am on Heisman, yeah. Vernon able to get into the open field again. Picks up the first down on a 7-yard run. This kid can just do it all. How did you pull a 5-star recruit at UTEP first year? I recruited solely to my pipeline. I had a really, really good visit with him, and then the pipeline boost kind of carried me. Is this better than the show? I just think they're different games. The show is like my competitive, like DD mode. This is more like my offline, kind of calmer game. How many 4-stars did you get first year? 1. 4-star receiver. Although I guess I technically got 2 because I got 1 in the transfer portal as well. But I got 1 freshman and 1 transfer portal. Good shit. Gonna close this down with a big game at the end of this first one. Get the 5-star, 1 more carry here. Fastest way to get all-star vouchers, Color Storm cards, man. The Color Storm card grind is by far the best way to get Team Affinity XP. Dude, I can't wait to see his statistics after this game, honestly. Gonna go ahead and work it out like that, and that's a 35-13 win week 1 for your UTEP Miners over a Power 5 opponent. You love it, Z-Nugs. Sub, okay, we'll play it 1 more. Nah, I don't think I can play 1 more. Especially because it's an FCS opponent, bro. I kind of want to keep that as a warm-up for when I have to play Michigan. Otherwise, I'm going to be walking into Michigan. Game 1 on my next stream. Heisman. Dula. So Vernon ends up going 16 carries for 69 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Burrell has 20 for 85 and a touchdown. Malachi has another 53. Very successful game running the football. Laybrooks has 61 yards receiving. Vernon has 91 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. And then defensively, 1 interception for Kalen Carroll, who's our senior corner, captain of the defense. Nico Maggio gets 1 sack, and Kofi Taylor Barracks gets 1 sack. Love to see it. All right, chat. So we'll simulate to the next week real quick. Although next week might be a bye, so we'll simulate to the next game and then call it an evening. Can't have unwarmed up Miners before Michigan? No, bro. That's asking for a fat L against Michigan. I mean, I'm already probably going to take a fat L against Michigan, but I at least want to make it respectable. All right, so we're into the top 5 on a bunch of players, so we will do our recruiting real quick before we jump off, because I am kind of curious to see if there's any of these guys we can actually That's brutal. We just beat Virginia Tech in game 1, and our championship contender went down to a B minus. Seriously? All right, at least I get to keep points on him, so he'll continue getting some benefits there. That's so brutal, bro. All right, so the 4-star Mike linebacker goes into the top 5. Pro potential playing style are 2 of his things. Let's see if we can get a soft sell here, just knowing that. Pro potential playing style, conference prestige. I mean, it could be. I should just try out that one. If it's not that one, it has to be the other one. So we'll try that. Pro potential playing style. Add 5 more back on him. Do you sim some games? No, but I am an offensive coordinator, so I don't play any defense. The playing time is the one here. I'm doubting I know what this dude's sell is based on that. I mean, it could be that one. If it is that one, that's a really good sell. Could be that one, which isn't great. Could be that one. All right, so we're going to have to keep sending the house on him for just a few more weeks. Conference prestige is that dude's sell. We don't know anything else about him, so we're going to go ahead and just let that roll. And then this right guard is only getting 5 points, so technically I'm not even going to be worried about that. All right, some of these other recruitments, we're just trying to stay in long enough until we can go for it. I guess I didn't check. Let me look at my school real quick. You're going to go live tomorrow? We'll see. If I had to take a guess, no, but we'll see. Bills Mafia, thank you for that Prime Gaming. I appreciate you, my guy. All right, chat. So we are a 2-star school. We started as a 1.5 star, so bumping us up to a 2 definitely helps out. Current media poll, 29th, chat. We're currently 29th. We need to get up to 36th on the championship contender rankings to be able to get back in on that kid. All right, chat. We're going to go ahead and call it on that one real quick. Let's check out the Heisman board going into year 2. Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith, Brandon Innes, Isaac Brown at Miami, and DeCorian Moore, wide receiver at Oregon. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Really fun stream tonight. I'm enjoying the crap out of this game. I'm enjoying the crap out of Dynasty mode. Thank you guys so much for coming out. If I don't see you before vacation, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Be sure to check me out on TikTok because I'll still be posting videos about all the new content and all that kind of stuff. But hope you guys enjoy the All-Star content. See you guys soon.